blocked. Toronto's going to skate it out. William Nylander, the birthday boy, gets tripped on a breakaway. Into the empty net. They score! Maple Leafs!
You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy. Over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
What's up, hockey fans? Here we go. The Maple Leafs, the Red Wings, they're going to do the dance. It's time to crush it. Thank you, Dennis, for that subscribe. It's time to go because nothing is going to stop us now. I'll tell you how. We're going to make it happen. We're going to take a ride, spend the day, Toronto side. The good times are here to stay. Rough. Let's get away. We're going to have a perfect day. Let's sing a song because absolutely nothing's wrong. Now we're heading down the open highway. We're glad you're going my way. We're all peachy keen. We're going to get it done. Nothing is going to stop us now. I don't know how there could be any trouble. Let's go. Maple Leafs, Red Wings, gonna take it down. They're gonna bring it. And we're going to rock this party tonight. Let's go live on the Samwelb12 Experience, the SB12 Sports Network. We're going to do it. Kevin, what's going on? Welcome in, Lizard. There you go. You got it. Daniel Perry, how's it going? Sonny, what's up? Welcome in. Savage, how's it going? Billy, that opening was savage, I will tell you. Steve, what's up? Benjamin in the house. Noah's Ark, how's it going? Welcome in. Davey Boy, welcome in. One and all, a very important game this evening. No doubt about it. So much that we need to go through tonight. These Maple Leafs, wow, they need some points, and they need some points right now. And as we said, nothing is going to stop us now. This Leaf team is going to find their legs. They're going to find their shots. They're going to find their way, and they're going to break it down all day. We got this through and through, so Leaf fans, let's get it going. Peter, what's going on? Column 5-2. I think you're going to be wrong there. What up, Mega? Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Holy cow, I'm fired up. I hope you're fired up as well. Let's get right into the lineups for tonight's game. Victorious, how's it going? Every second game seems like it is a must, and it sure does. Jonathan is slinging pies already. He's trying to get fired up. Okay, here it is for the Red Wings, who, by the way, the Red Wings are so good. They are so good this year. E-Foot, what's up? Welcome in. I'm doing great. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. The Red Wings, 30-16-4 going in here for tonight. They're bringing forth Marco Kasper, Dylan Larkin, and Lucas Raymond. I got to tell you, Raymond and Larkin, these two are dangerous. They're dangerous. So is DeBrincat with Andrew Cobb and one Patrick Kane. We got Finney with Comfer and James Van Riemsdyk. Soderblom with Rasmussen and Mason Appleton. On the D side for the Red Wings, it is going to be Edvinsson, Sider, Ben Sherratt, Sandine Palika, Albert Johnson, and Jacob Bernard Docker. John Gibson expected to get the start in goal here tonight. What's up, Lala? How's it going? Bush, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, for the Maple Leafs, who are 24-17-8, our next somewhere. What's shaking? Welcome in. Maple Leafs, they're going with the following roster. Austin Matthews back with Max Domi and Bobby McMahon, and Bobby's got to be a little bit better than he was in the last game. We got John Tavares between Matthias Michelli and little Matthew Nyes. Easton Cowan is going to be with Nick Waugh and Nick Robertson. And we got Steven Lorentz with Scotty Lawton and Kali Yarncroc. I think we're going to win tonight 3-1, but I do think Nylander is a big miss. Nylander is a huge, huge miss. We would love to get him back sometime soon, but not quite there. On the D side, and why do they still put these two guys together? Oh, why do I have a feeling we're going to be talking about this a whole lot tonight? Morgan Riley and Brendan Carlo going to be mixing it up. Ekman Larson and Jake McCabe. Simon Benoit and Troy Stetcher are our defensive pairings, with Joey Wall back in net tonight. Wall is going to get it. Quinlan is still a healthy scratch. I really wish they would have put him in. Some good news. Hey, Mr. Scotty, what's going on? Some good news out of Leaf camp. Anthony Stolarz has been designated for assignment down to the AHL for a conditioning stint, which means he's getting closer to returning. So Anthony Stolarz going for that conditioning stint. He is getting closer and closer and closer to coming back. We all know Tanev is going to be out long-term, which is unfortunate. Still no Mermis, still no Joshua, still no William Nylander, who's tending to that sensitive groin area, and we hope he's okay. We want him back. The Red Wings and the Maple Leafs, they've played a few times this year already. Detroit won the opening bout October 11th, 6-3. They then, a couple days later, October 13th, won the second matchup 3-2. Hey, December 28th, Detroit won that matchup 3-2 as well. This is the final meeting between these two teams this year. So hopefully Toronto can pull something out. The Wings are red hot on the power play. They are 6th in the National Hockey League. Toronto, 23rd overall. The difference is 25.2% for Detroit, 17.2% for Toronto. Penalty kill, Toronto has it there, 83%, good for 5th overall. The Wings are 78.9%, good for 17th overall. Face-offs, Toronto still has that. They are number 1, 56.5%. The Red Wings 15th with an even 50.5%. The Red Wings, boy, oh boy, they are hot wings, I tell you. 7-2-1 in their last 10, coming off 2 wins over the Ottawa Senators and the San Jose Sharks. Before that, they had a loss to Boston, then they won 4 straight: Carolina, Montreal, Vancouver, and Ottawa. The Maple Leafs, 6-2-2. They have 1 win in their last 4 games. That came over the Winnipeg Jets. They had a loss against Minnesota the other night, but we don't need to talk about that one. So hopefully they're going to turn it around tonight, and maybe they'll get a little help from a couple of officials. John McIsaac, who I actually don't mind, McIsaac, hopefully he'll be all right. And Kendrick Nicholson, hopefully he'll channel his Kendrick Lamar and just let these guys battle it out. Kendrick Nicholson also in the orange stripes. Scott Cherry and David Brisebois going to be calling the offsides and the icings here tonight. 2 good goaltenders going to go. Johnny Gibson, 19-9-1 this year with a 274 goals against, a 902 save percentage, and 3 shutouts. So a good win-loss record. Not the greatest goals against and save percentage, but hey, he's below 3 and he's above 900, so that is pretty good. Joseph Wall, on the other hand, 11-5-3. He's a 290 goals against and a 910 save percentage. He has 2 shutouts, and we know Wall, man, they let him out to dry. They hung him out to dry last time. They need to get better. Young Street, what's going on? Go Habs, go. The Kraken is calling 6-2 whooping for the Red Wings. We'll see. We'll see what it's going to be. But the Leafs need these points tonight, because going into tonight, the Leafs are 2 points out of a wild card spot. Boston sitting at 58 points. They lost just the other night, last night, to the Dallas Stars, 6-2. The Buffalo Sabres, they had a couple back-to-back losses. Toronto could not catch them. And with a win over Nashville yesterday, Buffalo now moves up to 59 points. So the Maple Leafs need 2 points to tie the Bruins going into today. The Philadelphia Flyers, the Washington Capitals, 2 points behind Toronto at 54. So is New Jersey. So every point matters. Really, really important. For the Red Wings, they're sitting pretty, second in the Atlantic. They're 2 points behind the Tampa Bay Lightning. So you know they want to catch them. They are a solid team. The Maple Leafs are going to have to do what they can do. Hey there, Joshua. What's going on? Domi, Matthew Nyes will have a big game. I hope so. We need Matty Nyes to have a big game. Matty Nyes has, you guys know I love Matty Nyes. He has struggled. Matty Nyes has had some issues over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully now he's going to turn things around and he's going to be back in there. Hey, Brody, thank you for hitting that follow. We appreciate it. Now, if you are just coming in, why do I seem so low? Why do I feel so low? Let me lower my table. There we go. And I feel a little better. If you are just coming in, hit that thumbs up button for us. Hit that like button. We'll remind you all night. Don't worry. But it's free and it helps us out. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, click that button. Give it a little click. Sub up, because that's free as well. Hey there, Beverly. What's going on? Watching on the big screen tonight. What's up there? Gazarian, how's it going? Go Leafs, go. Go Leafs, go. Just a man in the house. The Wings have nice jerseys. Yes, they do. The Wings do have nice jerseys, real nice jerseys. Hey, Junior Jays, what's going on? Wow, Junior Jays. That takes me back to Junior Jays Saturdays outside of Rogers Center. Had a great time doing that. Hey, Brandon, what's going on? Welcome in, Alan. Good to see ya. Hey there, Kelly. Will we win tonight? I hope so. Lost Anchor in the house. Welcome in. This is going to be a doozy. Hey, hockey, what's shaking? It is going to be an important one tonight. It is going to be a very important game. What are the chances we make it to the playoffs? Well, Brian, a couple weeks ago, no, it was like a month ago when Toronto was just collapsing, when everybody had turned their back. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Most people had turned their back. Swedish Rob, what's up? I said I guaranteed. And disclaimer, I have no impact on the team whatsoever, but I guaranteed the Leafs were going to make the playoffs, and I still stand by that. They have the talent, they have the wherewithal, they have the ability to do it. Now they're just outside that wild card spot. Are they going to win top spot in the Atlantic? That is going to be a very tough thing to do because they're 10 points behind Tampa Bay, but I still think they're going to get into the playoffs, and I still believe they're real good. Now, saying that, it is going to be very easy to break this team, right? We need a good defenseman or two, and a depth forward would be nice as well. Yes, San Jose is on fire with Will Smith back. Oh, yes, indeed. Talk about getting jiggy with it. Will Smith is so good in San Jose, and I love how he's playing. I love how Celebrini's playing. Tampa Bay is on fire. They are. The whole Atlantic Division is on fire. It is absolutely crazy how the Atlantic Division is. Definitely the hardest division in hockey right now. But I honestly believe that a couple trades are going to make or break this team. If we give up too much for a bottom defenseman, it's going to kill us. If we do something well, if we bring in a good defenseman, a top 3D, that could totally turn things around. No Willie tonight. No Willie. You love the shirt. Thank you so much. This was the Atlantic Division champion shirt. Listen, sometimes you just got to get a championship t-shirt with your logo on it. Who cares if it's Atlantic Division? Who cares if it's Conference Division? Hey, it's a championship t-shirt, and we love it. So thank you for spotting that. So it is going to be an absolute doozy here tonight. Next, yeah. Joshua, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, let's talk. I got to talk about those Red Wings for a second here. Got to talk about these Red Wings for a second. And Joshua, you put in Vinny Desharnais. Vinny Desharnais just scored a goal the other day, his first goal in like 2 seasons, and it was the funniest post-game interview with the media. Mike, thank you for hitting that follow. I appreciate it. Brian, what's going on? A Leaf fan from Windsor in the house. What's up, Biggerfoot? And then there's Montreal. So, man, there's so many good teams to talk about. I will talk about Montreal for a second because it hurts my throat to talk about Montreal. What's up, Mike? Man, Montreal is so good this year. Montreal is so good this year. And it really hurts me to say that. I may have to get a bucket beside me just in case. But, man, they're so good this year. Demidov coming has sparked some life into that team. This is a different Habs team than last year. Habs snuck in there last year, and wow, the Capitals beat them up, but they're a different team this year. Man, they look good. They look good, and it can't be just me. Cole, thank you so much for the follow. Wouldn't you all love to see a Toronto-Montreal playoff matchup? A Toronto-Montreal playoff matchup. Oh, it would be so good to see. Hey there, Keep Six. What's going on? RK, what's up? Yeah, we don't talk about Ottawa. Prep in the house. Exactly, Prep, exactly. Leslie, what's going on? Welcome in. The Leafs will not make the playoffs, that's for sure, because they suck. They will make the playoffs. I believe. Gerard, what's up? Welcome in. Roger in the house. Good to see you, Roger. Welcome in, everyone. All right, let's talk about the Red Wings. Those Red Wings have such a solid team. These Red Wings can put points on the board. DeBrincat, 9 points in his last 5 games, 4 of those being goals, which means the other 5 are assists. They are such a solid team. Lucas Raymond leading the way there, 53 points through 48 games. He's got 15 goals. DeBrincat with 26 goals. Larkin with 24 goals. I mean, their guys are just, they're scoring. Cobb comes in and he just bullies people around. He's got 30 points. Even Patty Kane is up there about 29 points, just behind a goal a game pace. I mean, man, these guys can play, right? These guys can play. Now, the Red Wings, they just got it all the way around. From a defensive standpoint as well, Sider, 33 points on the year. He's looking good. Sherratt is going to punish you. They're taking lots of shots from the point, which is important. They're hitting a lot. Sherratt is over 102 hits. Sider with 111 blocks. Sherratt with 107 blocks. They have 3 defensemen with over 100 blocks, which is pretty good. Toronto, just to show you the opposite, Toronto has 1 guy over 100 blocks, and that's Jake McCabe. Jake McCabe has 120 blocks. Simon Benoit, the next guy, with 67 blocks. So from a defensive standpoint, you're talking about 3 Detroit Red Wing defenders all over 100 blocks, and then their 4th is at 69. Toronto has 1 guy over 100 blocks. So that's something to change. That just goes to show how much this team will punish you. Simon Benoit, the only Leaf over 100 hits, 107 hits. Ekman Larson, the next guy, with 62. The Red Wings, Sherratt over 100 hits. They have Sider with 76 hits, and then Edvinsson at 62. So you have to be able to come in. You have to be able to punish. You got to be able to play. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in. Brad, how's it going? Joker, good to see you. Welcome in everywhere. And welcome in. Inert, how's it going? Want those Red Wings to take it. Wes, what's going on? Welcome in. Ryad, how's it going? Matthews is that guy. So let's talk Matthews for a moment, because we know Matthews struggled to start the season. He's up to 25 goals now, which is the most on the Maple Leaf team. Nylander still leads in points, 48 points, and he hasn't played the last couple games. Tavares in second with 43, but Matthews 25 goals, and that's okay. He's starting to heat up. He's starting to play well. The problem is Matthews is only a +5. Only a +5. Bobby McMahon, he's a +5. He's got 15 goals. The Leafs do not have a big plus-minus guy. Jake McCabe leads the team at +19, which is pretty good. But you need some bigger plus guys. Sider's a +10. Bernard Docker's a +8. Edvinsson a +5. You got to get some guys on the ice for more goals, which means don't give up as many goals. The Leafs have given up a ton of goals this year. They're scoring lots, yes, but they're giving up lots as well. And that is not a goaltender issue. A lot of people come out and say, Sam, they're losing because their goalies suck. Nah, their goalies have been okay. The problem has been the defensive breakdowns. The problem at times has been the forwards coming back. 10 goals in 10 games in 2026. We got to see, we want to see more goals, but we want to see more stoppage. Better defensive zone coverage. And that's where I think if the Leafs defensive zone strategy, if they can solve that issue, man, they're going to turn things around real quick. They've already turned things around because they've been on a little bit of a streak, well, up until as of late, but they've been playing really well. If the Maple Leafs can figure out their defensive zone coverage, it will stop the onslaught of goals coming in. Who do you think the Avalanche play in the playoffs? Oh, Brad, it's so far early for that. It's way too early to tell those, to make those predictions. Hey, Bradley, how's it going? Welcome in. The problem is all these teams are so log jammed that they're just going to flip-flop, and they're going to flip-flop every week. They're going to flip-flop. And so the matchups, we're going to continue to change. So we'll look at that a little bit closer to the playoffs. Do you remember Brad Marchand when he was in Boston? He was always a thorn in the side. He certainly was, Ben. He absolutely was. That's correct, Chris. Yes, Anthony Stolarz has been designated for assignment to the Marlies. He's going to get a couple of games there for conditioning stint. So a couple of games in for conditioning, which means we're getting him back real soon. And I'm welcoming this. I am welcoming Anthony Stolarz coming back. I think, listen, Wall and Hildeby have been good, but man, they've played so much. They need to do their goalie issues too. Nah, see, Mega, I disagree with you. Goaltenders can only stop so much. And when you're given 30, 40 plus shots every game, and defensively, you're breaking down and you're forcing goaltenders to have to come across laterally to make all these backdoor saves, you can't do it. If you watch, and we'll pay close attention today and watch. I'm going to be completely wrong today, but we're going to pay attention today. Excuse me. And we'll call out some of these plays where the defensive breakdowns are taking place. Defenders have to do everything they can. Let guys take shots. When they're coming on a 2-on-1, the defender needs to defend the pass. Let the goalie take the shooter. As a defender, you take the pass away. If the goaltender is blocking the shooter, which he has to do, he can't turn to the passer. He's got to stay on that shooter. What happens, and Morgan Rielly does this all the time, he comes down the middle and then he peels off to the shooter. What happens? Little saucer pass over to the other guy. That forces the goaltender to have to turn and come across quickly to try and make a one-timer, which sometimes they're successful on, sometimes they're not. We need Tanev back soon. I would love to get Tanev back soon, but he's going to be out for a long time. I don't think we're getting him back anytime soon if he's back for the regular season. We hope he is. Don't forget that Patrice Bergeron goal. Oh, trust me. I have a feeling Bruins fans are never going to let us forget that Bergeron goal. 88 in Tampa stops everything. Glassman, I disagree with that statement. He is very good. He is very, very good. And this year, he's playing better than he did last year. Last year, he struggled a lot. And just to say, wasn't it Toronto that beat Tampa Bay in the playoffs when it mattered? Just saying. All right, let's play some hockey, shall we, before we cause trouble. We're getting ready to go. John Gibson buckling up those gloves. He's strapping in. He's getting ready. We're getting ready. You're getting ready. First period action is coming up right now. Stolarz is a man. He is. 4-2 Leafs. No friggin' OT. I agree with you. No OT. Let's keep OT away. It's time to go. Matthews is getting set. Our widgets looking good, looking good, looking good. We'll explain everything as we go, as it starts to pop up. Patty Kane line going to start this off for the Maple Leafs. DeBrincat, Kane, and Cobb going to be taking on Yarncroke, Lawton, and Lawrence. The fourth line for the Maple Leafs going to get this one started. The Leafs in the blues, the Red Wings in the white with red arms. Face off, center ice, the arm is up, the puck is dropped, and the Red Wings going to win the opening draw. And here we go, Leaf fans. Time to live the game. Get in the game. This is coming all the way down into the Wings zone. They tried to move it up. They passed it back. Wings through the middle. Over on the far side, going to come up over the line is DeBrincat. First shot, going to hobble its way to the corner after getting kicked away by Wall. Leaf defenders, again, missing the pass. Rielly couldn't come up with it. Comes over to Carlo. Carlo up the boards. And again, Leafs passing, struggling here already. They cannot connect as Yarncroke is going to go off. So that's two areas Toronto needs to work on as Detroit comes in over the line, a backhand into the glove of Wall. He's going to put it down. Jake McCabe going to go off the glass. Doesn't come out over the line. Good job by the Red Wings. High stick going to touch up. Leafs touch it. McCabe turns it over. Here's Larkin with a shot. That one sails wide. Already, Leafs scrambling in their own zone. Finally comes to Rielly, gets it to Matthews. Little bad pass over to Domi. Domi has to swing it back. Look out. The Leafs are just swinging at the puck right now. It's like watching the Blue Jays take batting practice. They're just swinging, not intelligent plays. Bobby Mack going to bring it in, giving it to Domi, over to Matthews. Nice move. Shooting. And a nice stop here by Gibson on Matthews. So a couple of observations here very early. Hey there, Lori. What's going on, Easton? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Not Stolarz yet. Stolarz is going to the Marlies. It's Joseph Wall starting here for Toronto. So here's a couple observations and where the Leafs have struggled all season. Picking the puck up off the boards. When they use the boards, the Maple Leafs have a very difficult time picking up the loose puck. So they got to work at doing a better job picking the puck up off the boards. That is something they have really, truly struggled with. Quick shot right off the draw. That's a nice play. So making that adjustment, shooting right off the draw, or picking the puck up off the boards. And that's where they really got hurt in the playoffs because they just couldn't do that well. The other thing is the way they're passing. They're just blindly throwing it behind the net around the boards, and their defensive mate is not in a good position. So they're not able to work it around well in their own defensive zone. So those are two defensive areas that little old me can realize. Their defensive coach should be able to realize this and work on better breakout plays. Just a man, what's going on? Thumbs up, it's free. You got that. Skylard, welcome in. Go Leafs, go. Hey there, Duke, what's shaking? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here today. Mucklin, thank you for hitting that follow. Hope I pronounced that right. What's up? Detroit has it behind the net, coming back to the point. Going to rip it off the left pad of the goaltender for the Maple Leafs. Kicking it over to the corner. Tavares, he can't control it. It's taken away. Benoit, he's pushing up on his man. Getting some help from Stetcher. And again, just putting it over to Tavares, but he wasn't in the right position. This is going to come to the line. Picked up by Michelli. He's going to scooch it just out of the zone. Past Sandin Pelk. And it's put right back in for Benoit. Benny's going to come get it. Standing up behind the net. They got to do a better job moving this puck. Keep six coming in with the super chat. For you call me Mookie. Sure thing. Jeffrey, how's it going? It is Wall in net for the Maple Leafs tonight. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. Wonder Wall will shine tonight, everyone. Thank you, Keep Six, for the super chat. Here's a quick shot off the chest. Wall with a nice save there. Soderblom getting the shot away. Trying to chip this by. Nice move. Oh, Nick Waugh. He almost got by, and it was almost a 2-on-1, but it ends up being an offside. Hey, Brandon, what's going on? Welcome in. Good hustle, good work. But Soderblom from the bottom of the face-off circle, a nice shot right into the chest, right into that logo, and Wall makes a save. And Wall has a mouth guard or a screw or something. He picked something off the ice, gave it over to the official. Hey there, Onyx, welcome in. So it was James Van Riemsdyk. It was his mouth guard that fell out. So good eye to pick that up there. So face off just outside the Red Wings zone. The Cowan-Robertson line coming on. Robertson takes the draw, loses that. The Red Wings going to play this one up into the Leaf zone. No icing. Carlo going back. Little weak pass, getting it over to Riley. Riley just throwing it up the boards. This is held in. Quick shot. Wall had to be sharp there. Carlo again just putting it around the boards. Toronto can't get it out. Held in. Long shot. Knocked down in the high slot. Playing it up to Matthews. Matthews going over to Riley. Riley going to bring this one in. He's just going to dump it in the corner. Bobby McMahon trying to get in there. He's digging for it. Trying to pull this one out. Domi in there as well. What just happened? Bobby Mack trying to dig. Everybody's trying to dig. What is... Sorry, technical issue on my side. So good hustle. I mean, I got to give them credit. I mean, they were coming. I like the hustle, like the effort, but defensively, they're still struggling. They're still having these little breakdowns. Larkin off the draw. This coming around. Shot going to go wide. Board battle inside. Toronto going to hold the line, just throwing it down in the corner. Tavares trying to race over. Can't knock it down. Here comes Michelli. He can't knock it down either. Going around behind the net. Far side. Nobody there. The Red Wings going to pick this one up. 4 shots each. Long pass. Nice move. Coming in. Centering it across. Look out. And Jake McCabe took that away. Almost put it in his own net. And the Leafs going to roll this down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. Got to bring this one right back. Law enforcement, thank you for hitting that follow. Appreciate it. 4 minutes gone here in the first period of play. 4 shots each team. McCabe averaging 22 minutes of ice this season. That's a career high for him. And that's good. That's good effort. I like McCabe a lot. Hey, Bruce, what's going on? Rick, welcome in. Hey there, Todd. How's it going? Give a place to follow. Don't come here and leave it or leave it. I like that. I may have to steal that from you. Leaf it or leave it. That's a good one. This played around. Detroit has it in the Leafs zone. Toronto going to pull this one off the boards. That's a nice play. There's a nice breakout pass. Benoit hits the red line. He's going to roll this down. Fourth line on here. Lorentz behind the net doing a nice job. Leafs digging in here, trying to fish this one out. Lorentz doing a great job, actually. They're still battling in here. Wings can't get it out. Lorentz holding court there along the half boards. Finally comes down low. Wings going to throw it around. Lawton keeps it in with a shot. Lorentz looking for the tip. That one goes wide. Putting it out. Here's a shot across. They score! Scott Lawton! Good hard work by this fourth line. Good digging by Lorentz. They work it around the boards. They throw it around. Järnkrok is chasing. Lawton keeps it in, throws it across. They shuffle around. Stetcher pinches up. It goes in the corner to the face-off dot to the front of the net for Lawton. Lorentz dishes it out to Järnkrok, to Lawton, and they put it in, and it's 1-0 Toronto on a huge goal. Huge goal. Kayak, what's going on? Welcome in. My name is Optimus Wall, and I'm the leader of my Auto Leafs. Good passing by Toronto, even though I think Järnkrok initially tried to shoot it and he fanned on it and went over to Lawton, but it doesn't matter. It comes across and he puts this one in. So Scott Lawton, his 7th goal of the season, and the Leafs are up 1-0. Järnkrok and Lorentz pick up the assist, but Detroit into the Leaf zone, coming to wrap around with a shot, and Wall got a piece of it. Good hustle. Soderblom in the corner. He's digging at it. This is going to come to the line. Leafs, Robertson trying to get out there. Shot is going to go high and wide. On the far side, Cowan can't get it out. Cowan gives the puck away a lot, I've been noticing. Detroit coming down low, centering in front, trying to shovel this one in. Hops behind, and here comes Cowan. Cowan going to feed it to Riley. Riley just throws it in the corner. Cowan racing in here. He's battling hard with Johnson. We got a penalty. We got a hold coming up. And is that going to go on Cowan? It is. Easton Cowan. Oh, an offensive zone penalty. That is a bad penalty to take. That is a bad penalty to take. When you come in as the aggressor and you're going in on the forecheck, you can't take your hand off and grab a guy. You can't do that. That's going to find Cowan some bench time. To the sin bin. 2 minutes on the clock for the power play for the Red Wings. Leafs win the draw. They're going to hammer this one all the way down the ice. 150 kills 10 seconds off the clock. Going to drop it back. Red Wings with speed. Lucas Raymond flying up over the line. Going to send this one in. Can't control it. DeBrincat gets it back to the line. They settle this one down now. Little shot gets blocked. It goes to the corner on the near side. Behind for Stetcher. He's going to wrap it off the boards and all the way down the ice. That's a good move there by Stetcher. Boy, Stetcher is great. We like Stetcher a lot here. Here come the Wings over the line. Raymond dumping this one off. Van Riemsdyk putting it across. JVR going to the front of the net. He scored a lot of goals in front of this net. Working it back across. DeBrincat with a shot. Nice save. Van Riemsdyk with a backhand. Wall is down. Using that paddle to shut the door. And a nice save. 1:05 to go on the power play. He's the reason the penalty box. Kevin, that's amazing. Come on, Cowboy. He's got to learn better. Sometimes, Cowboy, just got to put your lasso away. Just got to go. Oh, Cookie Monster making an appearance. Theo Samigo, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. The Stetch was, it was so good, Bruce. So good. Leafs win another draw, and they're going to flip this one up and all the way down the ice. Wings going to start to move this one ahead. Oh, nice little play. Laurent steals it away. Laurent's just going to flip this one back behind the net. Coming in is Lawton with a shot, shorthanded. Laurent's going to pick it up. Look at them go. The Leafs going to play it all the way back into their own zone, killing some time. Going to work it up to the neutral zone. And now they send it down. Good little moment there for the Maple Leafs here on the PK. Hey, Bulldog, what's up? I wonder if any of the NHL games will be canceled with a huge storm. They're doing so. Wow. Bulldog, when is that storm incoming? Is Sunday? Is that what you said? Oh, Sunday, the big storm coming in. Ooh. 20 centimeters. My goodness. Sunday going to be a big sports day here on the channel. Hopefully nothing gets canceled. Benoit can't pick it up. Wings across with a chance, and they miss the open net. Another shot in Joseph Woll. What a save. Point blank as the penalty comes to an end. Matty Nyes bringing this one in. Nyes trying to center it across. He cannot. Joseph Woll shut the door. Phenomenal stop. 2 point blank chances for the Red Wings. And I don't know if he knew where that was going or he just went with instinct and the puck just hit him. But oh, good golly, Miss Molly. He turns around. One caught him on the inner thigh. Wow. He may need the frozen peas on that one, on the inner thigh. Yow. Hey, Johnny, here in Montreal, big snowfall is coming. 30 centimeters in Montreal. Holy smokes. Well, I'll tell you, Sunday, we have 3 streams planned for Sunday. Well, they're planned. They're not actually scheduled yet. But our Sunday, we're going to kick it off the afternoon. Is it 1 or 1:30? The Maple Leafs and the Colorado Avalanche, they are here in Toronto at 1:30. But again, who knows? With the weather coming, who knows? But we will be here, and we will bring that. Immediately following that game, we're going to join the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. That one is going to be, we'll probably pick it up, I'm guessing, after the half, right? Because that starts at 3:30. So we're going to go right from the Leaf game to that game, and immediately following that one, we're going to hop over to the Seahawks game. So we got 2 NFL games, 1 Maple Leaf game. Sunday is going to be crazy, and I don't know what I'm going to eat or when I'm going to use the toity, but we're going to have a great time on Sunday, and hopefully the weather doesn't impact anything. Love my Detroit teams, but Toronto has to be my second sports city. Love the Blue Jays and Maple Leafs. There you go, Benjamin. There you go. Maple Leafs going to look to have a good one as well. The Avalanche for the snowfall. There you go. So much snow. Kareem, what's up? It is a lot of snow. Sandra, how's it going? Go Leafs, go. You can do it. Absolutely. Calling for almost 2 feet of snow. My goodness. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. That much snow. It might be canceled. They move to Monday. I would be okay with that. If they move something to Monday, I would be okay with that. Is a former Pittsburgh goaltender Jeff Zatoff still playing the NHL? No. Hey, Bubs, what's up? I don't know where he is off to. He's not an active goaltender that I'm aware of. Okay, here we go. How much snow in the Golden Horseshoe? I don't know, but 20, 30 centimeters is a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. Hey, Joe, welcome in. Thank you, Joe. Glad to have you. Here come those Wings. Going to dump this one in. 7 shots apiece. Just under 12 to go in period number 1. Puck comes to Michelli. He's going to throw this one up. Toronto got to get the feet moving. Nye's going to bring this one in. Toronto just seems to be a little sluggish here. Red Wings are moving. Red Wings are being aggressive. Toronto a little not. Back across in. McCabe going to pick up this puck. Throwing it around the boards. Michelli picks it up. He's going to center this to Tavares. Tavares across the middle loses it. The Wings take it away. They're going to play this one all the way back to Sider. Sider, he's going to turn. Now he's going to send it back behind. They're going to go change it up, and the Wings going to hang on for a second. They're setting it up. Edvinson waiting for reinforcements, and here they come. Wings my team for 8 years. When you switch to Toronto for 9, there you go. I mean, back in the day, the Wings with Yzerman, Shanahan, Konstantinov, and all those guys, Darren Helm, and they were awesome. McCarty, here comes Riley. Toronto coming in. Riley, toe drag, nice shot. Riley still with it. Can't tuck it in. Riley with some dangles. Matthews, he's curling back at the point. Matthews looking, going to give it over to Domi. Domi has a lane. Domi shoots. What a windmill glove save from the netminder. Oh, that was very 1980s-esque with the windmill. Son Eric is at the game tonight for his B-Day gift. That's a nice B-Day gift, Kareem. Hopefully the Leafs can pull one out for him. Hey there, Luke. What's going on? Toronto's forecast low of minus 24 degrees. Oh, my goodness. No, thank you. Nicholas Lindstrom, of course, Datsuk. I mean, they were a little bit later. Riley for the hat trick again. Wayne, I still don't know about that. Wings picking this one up. Larkin is back in his own zone. Toronto trying to put the pressure on. Skates along the boards, trying to keep this puck in. They do temporarily. Wings going to try the other side. They're going to bring this one over for Bernard Docker. He plays it up. Going to come out. Here come the Red Wings. Raymond trying to center it. Stolen by McCabe. He gives it to Lawton. Lawton back to McCabe. Goes around behind the net. Going to flip this up to Stetcher. Stetcher sees a man. Long pass up. Järnkrok going to tip this one in, and they're going to go change up as Johnson is going to go back and hang on to this for the Red Wings. 10 minutes to go. We're halfway through period number 1. 1-0 Toronto. Chris, thank you so much for the gifts. Yeehaw! Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. The cowboy hat, that's awesome. And the roses, thank you kindly. This is going to come across. Riley again. I think Riley wants to be a forward. Riley is rushing the puck way too much. He's got to stay back. Going to center it across. Robertson shooting, and he doesn't miss by much. Stolen away by Waugh. Waugh in the corner. Over to Robbie. Robbie to Cowan. He shoots going shoulder side, and that one's just up and over. Hey, Trav, what's going on? The Avalanche in Montreal on the 29th. Maybe they put on the Nordiques jerseys. Oh, Johnny, I wish. I was happy they wore the Nordique jerseys when we played. In the corner, Toronto. Look out. Carlo plays it to the front of the net. Nobody there. Cowan going to backhand this, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson has gone to the change room. So Ekman-Larsson gone to the change room. I hope this is just an equipment adjustment because the Leafs can't afford to lose one of their top defenders. Cowan in the corner again, going to play it to the middle of the net. Leafs seeing Tavares breaking. Tavares picks it up. He's just going to chop this one down. Couldn't get it deep. Wings going to turn quickly, bringing it right back in. Appleton, he's over the line, spinning around, playing it down. Benoit turns, chips it over to Stetcher. Stetcher, go. Look at Nyes over on the far side. There's a long pass. Hits Nyes. Nyes going to flip this in around Sider. Going in. Sider with a quick stick. Able to work this one back up. Nice vision there by Stetcher. Tavares ties up his man, and the Wings dump it in. Back over to Stetcher. Reverses it to Michelli. Michelli got checked by Kane. Michelli going to carry. Kane is chasing him. Michelli going to rotate this one around the boards. Holy smokes. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that so much, my friend. This coming all the way down. Racing for it is DeBrincat. He's going to get there first. McCabe blows the tire and goes down. Back door. And Brendan Carlo made a huge save as Wall was down and out in Beverly Hills. Brendan Carlo defending the near post. Good save, Carlo. Here's another shot through a crowd. Wall somehow sees that, makes the save. Michelli almost gave it away. Nye's going to flip this one down. Can't hit Matthews. Wings are putting on the pressure right now. This coming in. I just realized when you level up, you get 40 coins for that. Oh, cool. Birthday gift on Friday from the NHL is the Golden Knights. Toronto, it's going to be a good one, Chris. Here's a shot, that one right on. Chris, are you going to that game on Friday? This, turn it around, working it through. Detroit, they're going to turn that one over. Schrock can't get it. Leafs going to put it off the boards. Benoit going to lead this rush. He's going to dump this one down in the corner. Zero sugar Pepsi Maple Coast tastes okay. Yes, 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 yes. Here they come again. Stetcher down low, backhanding in front. That hits the leg of the Detroit defender, and Riley has to come back to pick it up. They're going to throw it in. Lawton dumping this one down. 6:50 to go in the first period now. These guys are moving. I talked about them being slow. Well, they have really picked up the pace. The Gator, hello there. Welcome in. Back in the corner, a little cross check. Wings going to pick this one up, carrying it along the boards, trying to create some space. Larkin trying to go back door. That one is blocked by Järnkrok, and it's Lorentz who's going to back this one up. Going to turn this around here. comes Lawrence. Lawrence hitting that line, going to dump this one in, trying to chase this one down. Mega's got the food cooking. Detroit coming right back up, a little flip pass down in the zone. Thank you so much, Chris. This coming up, and there Leafs again into the zone. Waugh playing it across. Here's a quick shot, and again, another glove save. Gibson is feeling it today. A couple big windmill glove saves. So Brennan Carlos saves the day with his left side of his back. Just getting in the way, blocking shots. That's what they need to do. That's what we talked about in the opening, with so many guys that have to have low block shot numbers. They are getting some block shot numbers. So that is very, very, very impressive. Oh, no. Olivia, I hope you feel better. I hope you get better. Gibson has been on. He looks it. He's been playing really well. Gumdrop in the house. What's up? Welcome in. No one asked why I'm not on. Might have to give it. Gumdrop. Well, we are glad you are here. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome, everyone. Big win for the Raptors last night. That is nice. That is always big. Raptors coming up. All consuming. What's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Leafs off to a good start. All right, I realized I didn't explain. I said I was going to explain what's going on, but I didn't. So this little graph down here, this ice surface where you see all the blue X's and the red X's, all those X's are where the shots are coming from. And when you see a dot like this dot, that's where the goal is scored. So this gives you an idea. The Red Wings really jamming the net, right? Most of the shots coming up front. Toronto shooting from the sides. Nothing really up the middle. Everything is coming from the sides. This little ice up here, you'll see the puck moving back and forth, and it tells you what's going on. So this gives you a real-time idea of what is happening. Now, realize if you're watching over on TikTok, it's a little different for you. Over on the talk, the very bottom of your screen where the blue ice is, you'll see those X's. Those are the shots. The middle ice where it says keeper saved, that is where the puck is going to move. And over on YouTube on the far side, you'll see who's on the ice and what their stat lines currently are. And it's very weird to stand here and just point in the middle of nowhere. It's very funny. All right. Let's go Leafs. Let's go Leafs. Raptors beating the Warriors 145-127. That is massive. Big one for the Lakers. And this is, did I hear correctly, the first time in like 19 years LeBron James not starting at an all-star game? Injured nail reserve. Off the draw, Wings going to win this one. Going to bring it around behind the net, working it through the neutral zone and just backhanding into the Leaf zone. Very easy breakout there for the Wings. Benoit, he's going to pass this one up. Sider stepping up, forcing Cowan back. Cowan, look out, loses the puck, gives it away again. Oh, Cowan is not having a good game. Trouble behind the net. Leafs trying to work. Nick Waugh stepping in. He's going to pick this one up. Waugh looking. Stetcher is trying to break. Waugh going to flip this one over to Cowan. Cowan back over to Waugh. Waugh shooting. He hits the goal post. Cowan picking it up. Back to the point. Here's a long shot. And a big rebound in front of the net. Cowan can't get there. Spinning away from him is Edvinsson. He's going to play this one up. Tough first period here for Easton Cowan. A couple big mistakes. And the Red Wings can ice this puck. Is that a green screen behind you? No green screen behind me. I used to have this ginormous monster green screen, but we have some other technology to do some stuff. So the green screen is rolled up and folded under the dining room table. That you're screwing at the Scotiabank Arena. That's where I took it. I actually took this photo. We were at a special event. We got to go into the locker room and stuff. It was pretty cool. Channels through Rogers, yet I still miss the Leaf games unless I have. Oh my goodness, Chris, that's horrible. Here's Domi, a long shot. That leg is going to get blocked. Turning back around is Riley. Going to move this one up. Lala. Lala, it's massive. It's massive. We have the Elgato XL green screen that it pulls up from the casing. The thing is ginormous. So I'm glad I'm glad we don't have to use it anymore. So they're going to commercial break right now. So good play. I mean, right now the Leafs, they're looking okay. Easton Cowan needs to get back in there. Quigley had 40 points. Wow, Joshua, that's wild. And the Raptors were looking to move him. Welcome to the West Coast. That's right, Chris. We are glad you found me. Thank you, cable companies, for blocking Chris out so Chris could find us. Trade the raccoons for food. Hey, you remember that TV show, The Raccoons? Man, that was awesome. I love the raccoons. They were so good. The raccoons in today's special, two of my all-time favorites. Very close place in the heart. Special place in the heart. We still have Instagram. Yes, we are on Instagram. You can find us on Instagram by searching Samwelb12 Experience. Now, there are two accounts. You'll see there's an Samwelb12 one. That one is not our official channel account. You want Samwelb12 Experience. And that one is our official channel. Thank you so much for the super chat. Go Leafs. Thank you very much. Patrick hitting that super chat, dropping it like it's hot. Put those hockey sticks in the chat as a way of acknowledging and sending some hype. Yes, Leviathan, we're going to have both games coming up on Sunday. We're going to join the first game in progress because we're doing the Leaf and Colorado Avalanche at 1 o'clock. And then we'll be switching up and going into the Patriot Broncos game. And we'll be there all Sunday afternoon. We will be live. Assuming we have power. Because if this massive storm actually comes through, I do get a little worried about the power. All right, Matthews going to come in and take this draw. Less than 5 minutes to go in period number 1 of a really good hockey game. A really good hockey game. Off the draw, Leafs going to chip this one in. Offside. Bobby, you got to tag up. He didn't see it, so they're just going to blow the whistle. Get another face-off coming up. So Ekman Larson, let's see. Let's see if we get any updates here on Ekman Larson. That is a very unfortunate thing. No update yet. Putting it across, Detroit. Playing it back to their own zone now. Going to work this one up the middle, and they're going to tip it in. And that's going to be tipped into play. It's going to be a souvenir for a fan. So Brendan Carlo has actually looked a little bit better here today. One thing we do want to keep an eye on coming into the weekend is how Anthony Stolarz is going to do for the Toronto Marlies. Very curious. See how they're going to play up. Hey there, Johnny. Welcome in. Yeah, Joshua, he left. He went to the dressing room. I don't believe he's come back yet. Carlo playing this over to Riley. So let's see. Here comes Matthews trying to bust through, trying to can't. Nope, only 5 shifts for Ekman Larson. A minute 50 is all he has played. Digging in the corner. Taken away in the wings. Going to get this one out. Riley has to back it up. So that'll be a very unfortunate situation if Ekman Larson has any kind of major injury, and the fact that he's missed pretty much the entire first period does not bode well. Hey, Shaden, what's going on? Welcome in. Birthday 2 years ago. Me and my brother got blue and black jersey. Nice. This over to Benoit. Benny. He's going to look up. That's right. Focus. Focus. Sider going to take it away. Wings. Raymond in the neutral zone. Going to play it back. Detroit coming up the far side. And that one is bobbled at the line. It's going to be an offside call. Johnny, you are so right on that one. So it's funny. Matthews' January has been great. 10 goals in 10 games. He had 5 in December, 5 in November, 5 in October. But he's been playing very well this month. And I don't know if it was a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest. Is it because the Olympics are around the corner? Whatever it is, Austin Matthews has been playing at another gear. Here comes Nyes cycling around. Like to see Nyes get up to another gear. His pass bobbles off Tavares. It's going to come out and over the line. McCabe turning it around. JT coming in near side, turning the corner, driving towards the net, tries to stuff it in. Holy cow, a couple of great saves by John Gibson. Gibby. Wow, as John Tavares walks out of the corner and comes in. Great stop by Gibby. That was incredible. Ethan, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Welcome to the community. Holy Gibby. That was phenomenal. Good play by Tavares, too. 2:45 to go here in period number 1. This is going to be flipped out and all the way down the ice. Robertson is racing in, but Detroit very quickly. Bernard Docker to move this one around down to the Leafs side of the ice, and it's picked up by Morgan Riley. Riley giving this one away. Easton Cowan digging for it. He can't take it away. Here's a shot and a huge save by Wall, kicking out the right leg. Got that with the toe of the pad. Here comes Cowan, feeding it across Toronto, and Nick Waugh put it just wide. Easton Cowan picking this up. It was a nice pass. Cowan turning and shooting. It hits a leg. Goes to pick up the rebound. Cowan bobbles it, throws it to the middle of the ice, and that hits another leg and comes out. It's going to be offside against Toronto. Easton Cowan is having a very rough first period. That was a phenomenal pass. Got to give him credit for this pass. But oh my goodness. John Tavares moments ago just absolutely stoned. But Cowan, a great pass in the middle, and Nick Waugh, just hands of stone, goes forehand, backhand, and puts it just wide. I was getting a lot of hate after I said we need to move Morgan Riley. Joshua, I agree with you there. I agree with you there wholeheartedly. Morgan Riley has played more bad games than good games this year, unfortunately. McCabe going to play this one over off the draw. Leafs hitting that red line, going to dump it in. Stevie Lorentz, he's driving. It's stopped by Gibson, going to play it around the boards. Lawton trying to cut it off. He can't, and that's intercepted, and the Leafs playing it all the way back to their own zone. McCabe is going to go here and send it around the boards. Carlo digging at it. Soderblom, a nice job. Soderblom is so big. My goodness, he looks like a monster. I got to see how tall this guy is. Soderblom just looks ginormous. How tall is he? 6'8". That's why. 6'8", 252 pounds. Soderblom. A monster among men. Detroit with this. Pass back to the point. Wings walking up far side. Yarncroke with a stick. Knocked it away. They still have possession. Cobb with it to the point. Here's a shot. It's kicked wide into the corner. Riley up on his man. Going around behind the back. Andrew Cobb with a nice move. Back to the point. Going D to D. Wings going to work it around the perimeter. Lorentz with a stick lift. Comes right in front of the net. It's down. Everyone's digging. Last minute of play. Wall is down. He sees it. Tries to put a blocker on it. It's free. No goal, no goal, no goal. Play still on. Play still on. How do you not blow the whistle there? That's atrocious. Coming across in front. It was like a goal line stance there. Detroit falls. Here come the Leafs. 2-on-1. Skate. They're at the end of the shift. Lorentz is dog tired. And his shot hits a skate and goes up and at a play. 30.8 seconds to go. Joseph Wall. That was phenomenal. He's down. Everybody's piling on top, and somehow it stays out. That was crazy. He's down on his knees, kicks out his right leg, tries to cover it with his glove. It's between Morgan Riley's legs. They're digging it out. The shot comes. He kicks out the right leg and just gets a piece of it before it crosses the goal line. Good wherewithal there. I didn't see anything. If I don't see it, then I can't call it. If that works for them, it works for me. You guys are so funny. Oh yeah, you can't reheat a poutine. That just doesn't work. Leafs trying to get it back to the point. They can't. Here come the Red Wings. Red Wings 3-on-2 into the zone. Coming through. Back pass across. They score. Edvinsson scores with 17.7 seconds to go. Oh, just a bad breakout. Domi falls. Detroit comes in. They're behind the D. Raymond, a pass across. Brendan Carlo was sprawled out like he was on a beach. Matthews was back. Bobby McMahon a little slow getting back. Raymond to Evanson. And Brendan Carlo, instead of, well, he was kind of in a rock between two places. He could have went to take the shooter, but it would have left the guy wide open on the back door. I think at that point it was too late to make any real play. A goal was inevitable there. So Raymond and Larkin pick up the assists as the Red Wings tie this one up. Edvinsson gets the goal. 4 seconds to go. Quick shot steered aside. And that is not how you want to end a period. Oh, Toronto's got to lead the league in last-minute goals because they always seem to give them up. An unfortunate break to end the period, but it was a pretty decent period. Scott Lawton opened the scoring about 5 minutes in, his 7th of the year from Jornkrok and Lorentz, and then just there with like 20 seconds to go, Edvinsson gets his 6th of the year from Raymond and Larkin. Shots were 13-12, so no complaints there. Sam, did you like the Avalanche when they were the Nordiques? Yes, I did. I quite enjoyed them. I wasn't a huge Quebec fan because being in Toronto, you weren't allowed to like Quebec or Montreal because of the rivalries. But I didn't mind them. I didn't mind them at all. They had a ton of really good players. Really good players. Slayer, what's going on? Red Wings generally score most of their goals in the second period, so we're going to have to watch that. In Canu, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Maxis, what's shaking? Welcome in. JD, please tell that this is the new. That's funny. That is funny. All right, so let's go down these stats. Maple Leafs 13 of 21 in the faceoff circle. Good for about 62%. 61.9 to be exact. Red Wings go 0 for 1 on the power play. Maple Leafs did not get a power play opportunity in that period. 5 hits apiece, 5 block shots for Toronto, 4 for the Red Wings, 8 giveaways, Toronto, 6 for the Red Wings. So pretty even period. Both teams, good hustle. Again, I think Toronto, the issues continue with, what we've been seeing with them. They just need to, not collapse defensively. So I'll use this little, man, it's so weird. If I have to point with this finger, it's so weird. Can I do it like this? I mean, this just looks weird. Okay, I'll do it with this finger. I'll use my remote. Nope, it's not going to show up. There we go. Well, you'll get the idea. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so we'll do it with the finger. Fine. So what's happening is when they come into the Toronto zone, especially on that goal, what happened is Carlo was stuck back over here on this side of the net, right? Carlo stuck on this corner of the net. And that is just not a good area to be. When Detroit broke out of the zone, what happened is Detroit's coming up the ice this way. They have Dylan Larkin almost at the Leaf blue line. They have Raymond at the red line. And then way down over across, they had Casper. So you have 3 wings coming up. You have McCabe and Carlo who are back. Matthews, McMahon, and Domi trying to get up. Domi falls, so he becomes completely out of the play. That doesn't help. What happens when the Red Wings hit the blue line, they're essentially 3 wide. You got Larkin, who's kind of right here. You got Raymond, who's just over inside here. And then over here on the far side, this is where you have your third man who's driving in. You have Carlo, who's in the middle of the ice, which is kind of the place to be. You have McCabe, who went down here, who gets caught between the 2 Red Wing players. And what happens is when McCabe goes to Larkin, Larkin feeds the puck up to Raymond. Raymond is now standing here by the faceoff dot. You got your other player on the other side, and you have Carlo, who's in the middle. So Carlo right now is doing the right thing. He's in the middle. He's watching for the pass across. He's allowing his goaltender to take the shooter. As they collapse down the net, no shot comes, no pass comes. So now you got your Red Wing player right here sitting back door. You got your puck carrier who's kind of just, inside the faceoff dot. And then you have the other Leafs still trying to catch up to play. So Carlo, he has a decision to make. because he's got one guy he's guarding here back door. And then you have the other guy, Evanson, who's hustling and coming up. Edvinsson should have been caught by Bobby McMahon or Austin Matthews. One of those two players should have taken him. But what happens is instead they break over. And why am I doing this with my finger when it just dawned on me I could do this a different way? So Sam, if you do this the proper way, let's see if we can do this. Hang on, I think it's this screen. All right, let me see. Here we go. This will make it so much easier than sticking my finger around, waving it in the air like I don't care. Give me a second to format this, and I'll have to do this on the other side. So sorry, folks on TikTok, you're not gonna see this, but our folks over on the tubes will. So we're gonna drop this right here. Okay, so let's refresh this. This is so much better. So what happens is you'll see the play is going to start to move. And right here, Detroit is going to break out. So here's what I'm talking about. You got your puck carrier down here. Here's Raymond. Here's Larkin up at the top going in. And here you got your other player, Casper, who's coming around. Your defense are in okay positions. You'd like to see somebody out, but they got the three kind of covered. As we move this up before they break into the zone right here, it's passed over to Larkin. Larkin has this puck just inside the blue line. You have McCabe, who's here. Carlo is still backing up, which is what he needs to do. As we move it forward, we'll stop it here. McCabe stays with Larkin. McCabe really should have backed up a little bit, but he tries to take the puck away from Larkin. So what happened is Larkin now passes this to Raymond. Raymond has options. Let's move it up a little bit more. Raymond receives the puck here. He's got options. He can take it right on, or he can make the pass. Carlo is in a great spot right now. This is actually a very good spot by Carlo because he's going to take the pass. He's going to leave Wall to take the shooter. But we got 77 way back here who's coming all the way up. You got both McMahon and Matthews in no man's land. One of these two should have been tied with Edvinsson. And as we move this up a little bit more, we'll see it. No shot comes, no pass comes. They collapse it down low. And again, at this point, Matthews, in my opinion, should have known if Bobby McMahon can't get to 77, Matthews should have gone over. Leave the shooter to Wall. Carlo is taking the pass. And right before, here comes the pass. Now they're in trouble. Brendan Carlo has done his job. He's covered his man well. He took that backdoor pass away. Matthews was coming up on the puck carrier. Bobby McMahon cannot get to 77. And so now Carlo's in trouble. Carlo says, oh, shoot, there comes the pass. Carlo tries to step up on 77, but he's a quick shot and he buries it. So it's just a breakdown. Now, if we look at what happens with Bobby McMahon, because that is really, you see, he's with 77 right here as the puck comes out. He's with 77. 77 starts to go. Bobby McMahon is slow. Domi falls. Bobby McMahon just can't go. 77 goes away. So really, this whole play starts in the Red Wing zone when Bobby McMahon loses his coverage right here to 77. He should have stayed with him. Instead, 77 blows him out of the water, and that's how that whole play took place. So defensive breakdown, not exactly so. Olivia, thank you for your follow. Make sure you do go to the Samwelb12 Experience account on Instagram, not just the Samwelb12 one. So you want the full Samwelb12 Experience over on Insta. And even better, what I will do for you is I will drop in, maybe. I will drop in. Oh, come on. Come on. If I could type, I will drop in the link. So if you want to follow over on Insta, there is the link. You can also follow us over on X as well. On X, we're just Samwelb12. So there you go. And talking about X, let me do a little refresh here. Oops. Leafs PR. Any update? No update. Okay. So that is essentially the breakdown that was taking place. So very unfortunate play for the Maple Leafs. It didn't quite work out. Just a defensive breakdown a little bit by McCabe. McCabe kind of should have backed up a little bit. He pushed forward, but really that is Bobby McMahon losing his man and not catching up to him. So that's how that goal kind of formed. All right, let me get back over to your comments because there's a lot of comments here to read. I thought Sam was paying for it. What am I paying for? Let's see here. Sure, plane tickets start at $1 million a person. Oh, where are we going for $1 million a person? It better be first class. Hey, Dan, hope you're doing well. You guys having a whole conversation. Would love to see Canada versus Sweden in the final at the Olympics. Oh, Swedish Rob, that would be great. That would be really, really good. Olympics are going to be interesting. That is for sure. David, how's it going? Looks like the best. Rent a large tent trailer for all these guests. Getting the smart corn going on. Nice. The popcorn, getting it going. More cowbell. Carlo not issue on the left side is the issue. Yeah, I mean, I thought Carlo made that play well. Get a telestrator, Ward Warrior. I can't get that professional. We got to still keep it kind of basement bargain, right? We're all going to Panama. I'd love to go to Panama. Do we get to sing Panama when going to Panama? Panama. Is that a thing? You sing Panama when going to Panama? I don't know. If Morgan was put on waivers, he wouldn't be claimed. Send him to the minors. He's terrible. So the problem is, do you really want to have a guy making that much money on waivers? But I agree. They got to do something with Morgan Riley. That is definitely he is struggling, right? Riley is definitely struggling. And tonight, hey, what's up, Jake? Morgan Riley's going to put through the test. There's still no update put out on Leafs PR about Ekman Larsson. So if we assume Ekman Larsson is not going to return, they're going to have to use Morgan Riley even more. And Riley right now leads all defensemen with time on ice, 925. So McCabe has played 807, Carlos 742, Stetcher 725, Benoit at 535, Riley at 925. I personally would play Benoit a little bit more and Riley a little bit less. You know, if you kept Riley around the 8-minute mark, that would allow you to put Benoit up around the 7-minute mark. And I think you just save a little bit of energy there. Hey, Vesta, what's going on? I wish Russia had a team. I agree with you. I agree wholeheartedly. Listen, we talk about best on best, right? We want to see the best players in the world playing the best players in the world. Unfortunately, you don't get the best players in the world if they're not there. It's that simple. But I agree 100% with you. Really going to miss Bo Bichette. I will tell you. So there was something going around. Hey, Dallas, there was something going around the other day that Bo Bichette apparently has been saying for a while. He's planning on testing free agency when his contract expired. Now, I don't know the validity behind it, nor have I fact-checked. Shaden, thank you for the heart. But if that's true, if Bo Bichette has actually been telling people that he was planning on testing free agency and wasn't going to be re-signing in Toronto, that really bothers me. There was a video today that I saw Bo Bichette in the Mets jersey just thanking Toronto has a special place in my heart. Thank you, Toronto. And he kind of had this smirk on his face. Now, listen, maybe it's an emotional day for him. It's hard. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if that's truth, that he was planned on leaving all along, man, that just sucks. Now, listen, for what he's signing for, Bo Bichette effectively in his first year of his contract, making $45 million, right? That's what it was first year. I believe that is more. Isn't Aaron Judge only making $40 million? So is Bo Bichette, should he be making more than Aaron Judge? I believe that's what I read earlier today. Let's confirm this. Because if If that's the truth, that is messed up. Let's see. I want it per. Yeah, so Judge is making $40 million per year. $40 million per year. His contract is good till 2031. 2031. My goodness. Can I filter this by AAV? Do they have this updated? Yep. Bo Bichette is making more money than Aaron Judge. Judge making 40. Bo is making 42. Zach Wheeler making 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bo Bichette is, well, I guess really making the 4th most money in Major League Baseball. That just doesn't seem right to me. Just doesn't seem right to me that Bo Bichette is making more money than Aaron Judge. So it is what it is. You're right. He's gone. He's out. All we can do is look at the numbers and say just that. He's not worth it. Listen, yes, he led the majors in hits, led the majors in doubles, was a horrible shortstop. His defense was ridiculously bad. He had a lot of throwing errors, gave up a lot of runs because of his errors. Bo Bichette is not worth being the 4th highest paid player in baseball. So we'll just leave that out there. Crazy how salaries work. I agree with you, Donovan. Time for a salary cap. Time for a salary cap. It's going to break baseball. Baseball is going to be messed up, but it's got to be done. Got to get this under control. Got to get it under control because it's crazy. The only 2 players we've ever sent is Ohtani and Judge. Yeah, Arman, I don't disagree with you there. What Shohei did, and I will say I was a little disappointed with Shohei in the World Series. I don't think in that World Series he performed that well for a player making the most money in the world of baseball. But he is so good. He is darn good. And what can you say about Judge? He's playing in a different league. The wee doggy is on her pillow in front of the fire. That's absolutely Dallas. Absolutely. Bo is loved in Toronto. 100%. He was. And if that was the case, if he knew it so much, why did it seem like his decision was so easy to go? The MLB player not happy about a salary cap, they can go flip burgers. That's funny. Do you ever see Raptors? Kareem, we do. Yes, we've done a couple of Raptor games. And then things got crazy because we went away on vacation and we had a bunch of hockey tournaments and then with NFL football. So it's been crazy. But we are going to get back, I promise. We are getting back to doing some Raptor basketball. So we will. All right. Let's get set for some second period action. Benches are full. They're ready to go. And still, Leafs PR, nothing about Ekman Larson. So we'll see if he is returning on the bench. Is he coming back? Yeah, Joshua, it's so crazy. All right, let's go. Ernie is the best. I'm so happy Ernie Clement is still here. I love Ernie Clement. I want to have Ernie on the show. Ernie Clement, if you're watching, we need to talk. If anybody knows Ernie Clement, please tell him I want his contact information. All right, reset. Let's drop this puck. Let's play some hooky. Let's play some stick. Let's score some goals, blue and white. Let's go. Wings going to win the first draw. They're going to flip this one in. Lawton going back in the corner. A little bump there. Wings trying to bring it in front of the net. Taken away. Here comes Tirana. Back across over the red line. Leafs going to dump this one in. 4th line getting the start again here in period number 2. Need a salary cap in baseball. I'm so tired of Yankees, Dodgers, Mets. Yep. Soon people are going to say add the Blue Jays to that list because I'm looking forward to them doing it again. Cobb has this now. Going to play this one down low. Into the Leafs zone on the near side, kind of behind the goal line. Tied up along the boards. Lorentz is there. Kane comes over. Comes to Yarncroc. Yarny turns back around behind the net. DeBrincat going to chip it around for McCabe. He's going to play this up. Lawton able to chip this one out and down the ice. Just need a Burt on the Blue Jays. Kevin, that should be a requirement. Driving the net, coming through. Nice play there. And the Leafs with a good defensive effort as Marco Kasper coming right across. They should go out and sign any Burt. Heck, they should sign Burt Baccarat for all that matters. They're coming around. He should be the keyboard guy. Here's a shot. That one is tipped wide, picked up by Domes. Domi hitting that red line, going to dump this one in. Over on the far side, has it tied up in the skates. Comes back over to Domi. Domi tries to center it. Comes to Matthews. Matthews using the board. Back to Stetcher. His shot was partially blocked. And the Wings going to throw it down the ice. And that should be an icing call. And it is. So that's coming right back down to the Red Wings side of the ice. Folks, as you're coming in, you'll see we just dropped a link in there for the wonderful D's Destinations. If you are looking for a travel agent, if you're looking to book your March break, your spring break, your travel destination coming up, reach out to D's Destinations. She will hook you up whether you want to go on a cruise, an all-inclusive, Disney World, Land, or Universal Studios. D's Destinations will get you the best deals available, and let her deal with the airlines and the hotels so you don't have to. And P.S., it doesn't cost you any extra. D's Destinations also has a YouTube channel just started, so check that out as well. You can find that on our main homepage. At the bottom, you can see our 3 partner channels, D's Destinations, DJ Arkbear, whose music now appearing on Spotify. Check out DJ Arkbear. And of course, our good friends down south, the Florida Park Explorers. All right, let's drop this puck. Keep going. Just 2 minutes gone in this period. Cowan going to dump this one in. Let's go, boys. Let's do this one. Hey, Castum, how's it going? Digging in the corner. Toronto Nyes. Centering it back to Michelli. Here's a shot. That one gets blocked. Stetcher down low to Nyes. Has it poked away. That was a good look by Michelli, but a good job for the Wings to get in the way. Michelli coming away with the puck. He's spinning away. Somebody get open. Feeds it for Nyes. Has it knocked away again. Nyes just seems a step slower right now. Just seems a step slower. Will Ferrell as Burt Baccarat is so fun. Will Ferrell's funny in everything. This down around behind for Michelli. Loses the puck. Still digging. Janssen up on him. Here comes some help. Tied up along the boards. JT Compher in there. Still comes free. Nick Robertson now. He's in there fighting for it. Nick Waugh in there as well. Waugh comes away with it. Little flip pass behind to Robertson. Robertson spins in front. Oh, what a shot and off the goalpost. Morgan Riley pinching up out of nowhere with a great shot, a great feed by Nick Robertson. Coming around behind the net, Easton Cowan going to play it up to Robbie. Over to Riley, to Waugh. Waugh into the zone, dropping this one back. Cowan toe drag shooting, and a big block shot. Wow, Cowan just can't get shots through. Nyes is dealing with something, I'll tell you. He is not looking the same as he has performed. Wings going across ice. Nobody there. They have it in the Leaf zone. Nick Waugh posting up on Soderblom. Waugh takes it away from him. Fight here. Waugh still fighting, and he's going to trip him up. Got away with that one. No call. As the big man, all 6'8" of them, dropped down on the ice. Sider back to pick this one up. Going to pass it ahead. In over the line is Edvinsson. He takes a long shot into the glove of Wall. He's going to hang on to it. So we're going to get a face-off coming up. As much as we want to talk smack about Morgan Riley, this was a great effort. Nick Robertson just spots him pinching up. And Riley, a quick shot out of nowhere. And you know what? Did it not hit? He didn't hit the net. I thought it got a piece of the goaltender. Riley just missed the net. So good effort, but he just missed the net. I thought it was right on. Hey, Blended, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Again, if you're hanging out tonight, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. And if you haven't hit that subscribe yet, hit that subscribe. I don't even know where we are with the likes tonight. 3 likes away. We're not at 100 likes yet. Come on, smash that like button. Let's get there. Riley been hustling tonight. That was a good effort. He's making some good decisions. Need more good decisions from him. All right, no Ekman Larson yet, and still no update. And there it is. Okay, Leafs Ekman Larson, lower body, not returning to tonight's game. So Ekman Larson not returning to tonight's game. That is unfortunate. The Maple Leafs, the defense core is just hurting so much. This down around, Leafs going to steal it away. Here comes some hustle. Bobby McMahon takes a hit. We got a penalty coming up. Are they going to call this a knee or was it interference? I thought it was a knee, and that's going to draw a crowd as Domi comes over to have a little conversation. Domi was not happy about that hit. Bobby McMahon comes over as well. There's some four-letter words that he has to express here to Bernard Docker. Bernard Docker coming over, and yeah, he kind of gets that leg out, kind of clips him. It's not a knee on knee, more catches ankle on ankle or shin on shin. So it is a tripping call. I don't think this is any type intent to injure. Brendan Carlo was the first one on the scene. Oh, the Yeti making an appearance. So Bernard Docker goes to the box. The Maple Leafs will get a chance for the first time tonight here on the power play. But he went to hit, was just a little late. Bobby stepped around him, and they kind of clipped ankles. Could have been dangerous. Knies, Michelli, Matthews, Tavares, and Riley, the unit here for Toronto. Draw going to be won by the Leafs. Riley bringing this one back. Go. Oh, he was going right up the middle. He passed it over. He should have just shot. Riley going to hold this one at the line, sending it down low. Knies back to Riley. Over to Matthews. Matthews down between the face-off circle and the goal line. Up top to Riley. Over to the other side for Michelli. Michelli in Willie's spot. To Tavares, back to Michelli. Up top to Riley. To Matthews. Matthews walking out of the corner. Shoveling it in front. Knies and Tavares digging. It's going to hop up on Gibson, and he's going to hang on to it. You know, one of the things I've noticed over the last couple games, hey, Junior 34, what's going on? Dang. One of the things they've been doing is passing it around so much. They just kill so much time. They got to get more shots towards the net. These teams will allow you to pass around the perimeter as much as you want because you're killing time. Matthews only has 4 power play goals this year. He needs more. This is going to be one back, and Michelli and Riley look at each other. Neither of them go to the puck, and it comes out over the zone. Riley going to play this one back. Here comes Michelli. Michelli going to bring this one over the line. That looked offside to me. Back down, Michelli, putting it to Tavares. Back up top for Riley, over to Michelli. Michelli carrying it, feeds this back to Riley. He's going to throw this towards the net. That was a bad play. Riley picking this one back up. Looking, go to Matthews, one-timer. He doesn't shoot, took the pass in his skates. Back up top to Riley, to Michelli. He's not in a shooting lane. Tries to feed it through legs to Knies. That doesn't work, and it gets cleared up. Change it up, change it up. Put the second unit on. Riley going to put this one up. Knies in the corner. Guys, you got to change. Here they come. Matthews toe drag. Shot goes wide. He's going to take it away from Knies. Matthews puts it in the middle. Tavares to Knies. Knies fans on the shot. Gets it back to Matthews. Matthews. Cross ice to McCabe. McCabe down low. Puts it over to Matthews. Took it in between the legs again. Puts it back. Shoot the one-timer. Great save. Rebound. Another nice save. Michelli putting it back. These guys have played the whole power play. Matthews. Michelli to McCabe, to Matthews. Matthews down low to Tavares, tips it. That goes just wide. Tavares coming out in front. That hits a leg, and they're going to clear it down the ice. 5 shots by the Maple Leafs, which I think is the most they've had on a power play in a long time, but really only 1 or 2 good quality efforts. They should have switched that up. Long pass. All right, see you later, Olivia. Take care. Jamaica Dave in the house. Whoop, whoop. Welcome in. Working this back around. Back to the point for Stetcher. Stetcher tried to dump it in, hits a leg, it hops out. Toronto going to back it up. Passing it over to Yarncroc. Leafs busting into the zone. Trying to come back to Yarncroc. Tries to knock it out of the air. Couldn't do that. Lorentz, he can't keep it in. Yarncroc can, but Lawton can. His shot is going to go high over the net. Lorentz gets taken down. Where's the interference on that one? This can be flipped up. Here they come again. Red Wings into the zone, dropping it back all the way up the slot with a quick shot and a nice blocker save. Good sight lines there. Sider coming all the way from the red line to the slot area, and he gets a good shot off. Back in this one all the way up, the Red Wings going to bring it back into the Leaf zone. Little stick move here by Casper. Comes around behind the net. He's put into the boards. Puck comes over to Nick Waugh. Waugh's going to bring it to the red line. Dumps this one in. No icing. They say it's good. Play on, play on, play on. Hit along the boards. Robertson steals with a shot that's off the blocker into the corner. Cowan going to put it over to Nick Waugh. Waugh, he's trying to spin away from his man. He gets plastered hard into the boards. Robertson coming in with a hit. Waugh still hidden here in the corner, battling Casper. Robertson, he takes it, cycles it back down. Waugh can't get it. Finally, the Red Wings going to play this one up, and that should be an icing call. And it is. With 11:47 to go in period number 2, this is coming right back into the Red Wing zone. Good hustle. Good play by this third line. Cowan, Robertson, and Waugh doing some good work. Catcher Pratt, as a Red Wings fan, I like your channel. Thank you so much. Welcome into the channel. Appreciate you being here. Welcome into all the new viewers. Hope you're enjoying our style of coverage. Again, hit that thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button because, hey, it's free and it helps us out tremendously. Thank you, Joshua, sharing out the live. Face off, Larkin. And the Leafs going to win this one. I thought Larkin was going to come away with it. Matthews going to the front of the net. Larkin is all over him. Battling, Larkin comes away with it. Detroit in the corner. Going to carry this one ahead. Slowing it down, playing it off the boards. Back to Larkin, dumps this one in. And the Red Wings going to go switch it up. Wall going to pass it over to Stetcher. He goes long off the boards. Bobby Mack, nowhere to go, gets squeezed off the puck, and the Ring's going to move it around behind their own net. Matthews misses it on the boards, and McCabe is going to race all the way back. No, it's not good. OEL not returning here tonight. That is very unfortunate. We'll have to wait till later to hear what is up with Oliver Ekman-Larsson. But with Tanev out and Philippe Myers out, we just don't have a lot of room to lose more defenders. This coming up again. Here's a long pass. Edvinsson going to bring this one in for the Wings. Dropping it back. Backhand pass across from DeBrusk. That's broken up. Domi trying to hit McMahon. It missed. But here comes Michelli. Michelli coming in. Shoots. Great save by Gibson again as Michelli goes down. Leafs finishing a line change. DeBrincat. He's going to send it into the Red Wing bench. And we're going to get a whistle. 10.5 to go. Toronto getting some good shots. Michelli on this latest one goes blocker side low, and Gibson just goes down, blocker down, leg across. Johnny, OEL is Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, arguably Toronto's one of their top 3 defenders, in my opinion, that's playing right now. I would say him and McCabe are kind of in their top 2. And I mean, I hate to say Morgan Riley is a top 3 defender, but that's what he is right now. Morgan Riley's a top 3 defender. So yeah, Ekman-Larsson unfortunately is out. Riley is up to almost 13 minutes now. McCabe is at 12. Stetcher's at 11.5. Carlo at 10. Benoit still at 8:43. So he's played 2 less shifts than everybody else, but you gotta put him in. The Leaf defenders are continuing to shoot the puck. We'll get more into that at intermission, but they are shooting the puck, what looks really, really good. And I'm happy to see them do that. All right, you know what we're going to do? I was going to save it till the weekend, but I like you guys. This is a good crowd. This is a good crowd. Coming up, the next commercial break, we're going to give away some memberships. We're going to give away some channel memberships. 5 lucky people are going to pick up free memberships. In order to be eligible to receive a membership, you A, have to be subscribed. B, you have to have your gifting enabled. And one of the moderators, I don't know, Onyx, maybe you remember, you can let people know how to turn their gifting on. But those are the 2 caveats. You have to be subscribed and you have to have your gifting turned on to allow it. And when we hit the button, it's going to award 5 gifted memberships at random. So here is your notice. Next commercial break, we're going to hit that button. So good luck to everybody. All right, Domi wired up today. Domi's wired up. He's a couple of one-timer or one-liners from him are all the same. What a play. What a play. He said it about 6 times. And, of course, turns to Scotty Lawton. Nice goal, bud. Total Canadian. Nice goal, bud. Total hockey Canadian. Here we go. 10.5 to go. Leafs tripped up off the draw. Michelli goes down. The arm goes up, and we got a tripping call. The Red Wings going to the box. The veteran James Van Riemsdyk going to go sit down. Van Riemsdyk actually fell and got the stick out. Michelli goes down. So Toronto back to the power play. They need Tanev back. They do. And I think if Ekman Larson is going to be out for any kind of time, I think that forces Tree Living's hand to need to speed up to make a move for a defender. Ron is calling Domi, going to get it this time. Now he's going to play it to the point. Riley to Michelli. Back to Michelli. Up top to Riley. Back to Michelli. Michelli turning over to Matthews. Hops over his stick. Matthews in the corner. He's getting pressed up on. Matthews centering it to Nyes. To Tavares. Somebody shoot. Nyes should have shot. Nyes has no confidence right now. Riley over to Michelli. Michelli back up to Riley. Over to Matthews. Matthews. Looking to Riley. He shoots. That one got deflected. Back around behind. We got no stick. We got a Red Wing player with no stick, middle of the ice. Matthews getting it to the point for Riley. Riley over to Matthews. Matthews. Cross ice hits the broken stick. Back to the point to Matthews for the one-timer. Nice save. Taking it off the shoulder there. Gibson. Riley to Matthews. Matthews walking right up, shooting, going far side. That misses, and it's going to come all the way down. Change it up. 1 minute to go on the power play. Change it up. Let's go. Riley putting it off the boards, banking it backwards. Here comes Easton Cowan. Cowan with some speed over the line. Cowan flips it through. Nice play. Domi, what a shot. And another save by Gibby. Over to Robertson. He shoots in a Bill Ranford-style glove save. What is John Gibson on today? Because he is lights out incredible. My goodness. John Gibson is playing the best I have seen him in a long time. Wow. Eddie, how's it going? Miss a call in Maple Leaf game. You are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No word on Mermis. No word on Mermis that I have seen either. Smelling salts. I tell you, he is locked in. 6 straight wins coming in tonight for Gibby, a 198 goals against in that stretch. He has been phenomenal. Oh, that hurt my shoulder. Off the draw, off the scrum. Cowan can't get there. Pinching up as the Maple Leaf defender, McCabe, sending it around. Domi had a great option, great play to shoot as well. McCabe down low to Domi. Domi behind the net for Robertson. Robertson, he's coming around. Robertson is building confidence. He's made some great passes today. Domi sending it to nobody. Detroit going to take it away. They're going to play this one down the ice. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Leafs have it back in their own end. They're going to get things set up and ready to rock. I wish he would flourish somewhere else rather than the Ducks. Here they come. Van Riemsdyk out of the box. 4 shots for the Maple Leafs on that power play. Just can't beat Gibson. He has been so good today. No icing called. Last minute, they wave it off. Toronto up the boards to Robertson. Robertson putting it across. Here comes Cowan. Or Benoit. Benoit. And that's going to be towards the net, and it's going to be held by Gibson. The speed of Cowan and Robertson starting to be used. Both guys are skating and some great passes, some really good passes. And I know I've harped on the Maple Leafs a lot for the way they pass the puck. I really have. But in the offensive zone today, really forget just from the blue line in, from the red line in, their passing has looked very good. Defensive zone, still a little bit of an issue on the breakout passes, but holy smokes, some phenomenal passing. That Domi opportunity was sick. They're coming real close. Cheers, everybody. All right, we said at the commercial break, we were going to hit the button. We're going to give away some memberships. So I hope you've had a chance to hit that subscribe button. I hope you had a chance to turn your gifting on. So we are going to give away some memberships right now. So last chance, hit that subscribe. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Waiting. Here it comes. Who are the recipients going to be? Congratulations, Bruce. Congratulations, Void. Congratulations, Justin. And congrats, JD. Prep, 37 months as a member. When does your heated rivalry review drop? You know what, Prep? I have not watched it. I have heard it is actually very good, but I have not watched it yet. Hey, B Disney, what's going on? Congrats to the winners of the gifted memberships. JP, Justin, Gerard, Void. Who am I missing in there? Well, congrats to you all. But yeah, Prep, I've heard it's very good. I have not watched it. And not because I'm avoiding watching it, just because I have so much on my list. I just finished watching Parks and Rec. I never watched it when it was live, just finished watching that. I just finished watching the season 1 of Hijack, which was incredible. I'm now watching season 2 of Fallout as another shot right on, and Gibson going to make the save. Watching Fallout, watching Landman. I finished watching Shoresy. There's so much on the list. So I will get to it at some point. We need to get some defensemen before. Yes, we do, Jeff. We definitely do. All right, congrats, everybody. Cake Boss, what's going on? Welcome in. I've heard, yeah, Chris, I've heard that Logmeyer's good. This back to the line. Carlo, going to keep this one in over at the show. Plurbius on Apple TV, I finished watching. That was phenomenal. Here's a one-timer that's blocked. I'm in the middle of a morning show. There's so much to watch. Wayne, that's awesome. Here comes McMahon. McMahon hitting that red line. He's going to dump it in. Picked up. Domi, who was going off puck, came to him. He stays on, puts it in. McMahon digging for it, and Detroit gets us out again. 7:20 to go. Toronto sending it right back into the zone. Tavares playing it around the side, trying to tie up his man. Always got to be careful when you take one hand off your stick. Tavares gets knocked down. Nice, can't keep this puck. Comes over to Sider. Sider going to backhand this one up the middle, and it's tipped. And this is coming back. Toronto getting it out to the neutral zone. Look out. Nice. Trying to get it to Michelli. Some miscommunication. Here comes Larkin. Going to play this one across. Spinning around is Soderblom. Soderblom, the big man, working it on the far side. Back over. Toronto going to get their first. Stetcher putting it off the boards, getting it out. Red Wings will have it. The neutral zone. Going to bring it right back in. This coming back. Stetcher. He takes a hard hit against the boards. Play the puck to the line. It doesn't come out. Here's a long shot that's blocked. Excuse me. Michelli picking it up. He's going to go cross ice to nobody. And Detroit is going to regroup. Let's go. Trying to bring it. You watch reruns of old shows. There's a lot of good shows out there. Mega Fallout is really, really good. I also just watched the remake of The Running Man. The Running Man with, whatever his name is. I can't remember. Hey, we got a freeze. Running Man, the original with Schwarzenegger was so much better, but this was a fun movie. There's a broken stick. Maple Leaf defender, broken stick. Stetcher reaching, wants somebody's stick, gets a stick, coming around behind the net. So Yarncroke, no stick. Back up top. Detroit, walking around, walking right in, walking, deking, shooting, and Joseph Wall standing there. Puck is kicked free again. Yarncroke with a little bit of a slew foot. Got lucky. He didn't get a penalty there. The Maple Leafs going to backhand this one to the line. Still not out. The Wings doing a good job. Again, the Toronto defensive side collapses to one side of the net, And Wall saved the day, and we're going to get a Toronto penalty coming up here. Maybe that slew foot didn't go undetected. Looks like the referee on the far side makes a call. And it is Yarncroke who's going to take the penalty. And it wasn't for the slew foot. It was for the hold here along the boards. So they're going to a commercial break. When they return, the Detroit Red Wings with the man advantage. The mountains are blue. Criminally underrated. Yeah, Patrick. I tell you, his version of the Running Man was good. The new Running Man is great too. Not too much of a refresh from the original. Yeah, it's not really like the original at all. But it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it for sure. So it was decent. You know, it's not one of those I would rush out to watch, but it's a good rainy day movie. It was good. Yeah, Chris, Fallout. I think I've only watched my 2 or 3 episodes into the second season. It's enjoyable. Wall putting the team in his back. Yes, he is, Cake Boss. He's playing real solid. Real solid. Two Broke Girls is good. Chris, I love Two Broke Girls. That movie was, or that show was so funny. Very underrated show, in my opinion. I enjoyed Two Broke Girls. But yeah, if you have, Apple TV, I tell you, I was seeing all the commercials for Hijack. There's one on right now. So I went ahead and watched season 1, and holy smokes, it was so good. You should put it redeem for old teams, Expos, Nordiques, North Stars. That's not a bad idea, Johnny. I absolutely can do that. Absolutely can when I find some time. Total Recall is a good remake. So I'll be honest, I did not like the remake of Total Recall. The original Total Recall was, in my opinion, such a classic action movie that I just did not like the remake at all. Again, another classic Schwarzenegger movie. Remember when he says to that girl, "Consider this a divorce," pow, and pops her. Man, he was so good. Such cheesy one-liners, but so good. Yeah, that Total Recall was awesome. Same with Judge Dredd. The original Judge Dredd was so cheesy, it was so good, with Stallone and Rob Schneider. And the new one was just so different. All right, the Leafs off the draw, going to take it away, send it down the ice. Here they come, shorthanded. Scott Laughton, one hand on the stick, doing a nice job. He gets tied up. Here come the Wings back the other way. Watched Total Recall just the other day. Hey, Andrew, I'm doing okay, thank you. Andrew, I did see your email. I apologize. It's so busy right now. Same with the RoboCop remake. Yeah, I agree. I didn't mind the RoboCop remake, but it was not anything like the original. The original was so good. Just watch Tango and Cash, Slayer. Now there is a good movie. Tango and Cash was amazing. Leafs gonna get this down the ice again. I haven't watched Tango and Cash in a long time. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Oh, Rambo. I loved Rambo so much. Even the last one, it was a nice way to wrap it up where he goes across the border. It wasn't a Rambo movie the way we think of Rambo, but it was a nice way to tie it up. Matthews watching his man, Wings setting it up, 45 seconds to go in the power play. Walking into the corner, trying to center it, that misses, and it's going to come out and all the way down the ice. And I shrank the kids. That's funny. Okay, it was filmed in Jarvis Street. Was it really, Jonathan? I don't think I knew that. This coming around. Lorentz doing a good job. He's going to get this out. And here comes Toronto again, shorthanded. Nice move. Breaking away. Forehand, backhand penalty coming up. Scott Laughton. What a move. Shorthanded to take it away and step right up. But a stick comes in, and I believe it's going to be Edmondson going to the box. So we're going to get 8 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And I'll be honest with you. I think this is a good stick lift. He didn't get in on the hands. It was the bottom of the glove, and he got stick. So to me, it's a good stick lift. I'm glad we got the call. Oh, it's a penalty shot. Penalty shot awarded. Here comes Scott Lawton on the penalty shot. Lawton going to the far side. Slow. Now he's curling towards the middle. Very slow. Coming in, deking. He loses the puck, and it just rolls in on him. Oh, a penalty shot for Lawton. And one too many moves, and he loses control of the puck. No speed. He comes in and tries to pull it back, and Gibson has an easy save. Oh, wow. I almost wonder, I think the coach should have the decision. If you're awarded a penalty shot, you should be able to decide and say, we'll take the penalty shot or we'll defer and take a power play. You should get to decide. So I was surprised, penalty shot called. Yikes. Should have taken the slap shot. All right, let me get back here. Soldier. Remember Universal Soldier? With Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren. Universal Soldier was great. Never watched Corner Gas. Heard of it, never watched it. Wings off the draw, so 3 seconds to go in the power play. This is going to be end. We're going to get back to 5-on-5 hockey. 1 and 2. Yarncroc going to take this one away. He's going to put it down in the corner. Tavares chasing in, pushes off Shabbat. The wing's going to turn around, going to bring it back the other way. Leafs have to win, Mays. They do have to win. They need to get here. Look, Ricardo, how's it going? Worst penalty shot ever. Definitely is up there, that's for sure. Rollerball, oh my goodness. That's going back. I remember that. Wings playing this one up to their own blue line. They're going to try and break it out. That one is intercepted. Here comes Matthews. Matthews, he's got Nyes in front, goes back door, and Matthew Nyes can't pull the trigger. Good hustle by Matthews, and Matthew Nyes, you got to sit down, buddy. Matthew Nyes, you are not buff and you don't have the stuff. You need a little bit of a vacation. Here comes Matthews again, driving in with a shot right on. Matthews going to play this one back. Flip to Matthews behind the net, tries to circle it to Domi. That one is intercepted. Hey, McKenzie, what's going on? Welcome in. Back over, Larkin across with a shot. That one is knocked down in front. Wings trying to come across. That one is taken away. 2 minutes to go. Domi with the puck over the blue line to put this one in. Wife introduced you to Corner Gas and you loved it. Nice. If we were talking movies now, I would take any Steven Seagal movie. Oh, Travis, Steven Seagal movies were the best. McCabe coming around. Marked for Death. Oh, could watch that anytime. Under Siege, so good. This is going to be flipped up. It's going to be a glove pass. So we're going to get a face-off coming up. Catcher, thank you for hitting that subscribe and liking. We appreciate that. Be like Catcher, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome in to our stream. We appreciate it so much. We're having a lot of fun here today. Watching an unbelievable hockey game, talking all kinds of stuff. Out for Justice. So good. Just watched the original Terminator was awesome. Gonna cycle it around. Leafs in their own zone. Gonna break this one out. Robertson, long cross ice pass. Leafs coming in with some speed with a shot right on, and Gibson again. Gonna hang on. That's gonna be the 25th shot of the night for the Red Wings, or for the Maple Leafs, excuse me. Yes, Demolition Man. Sylvester Stallone just said they're actually making a sequel to Demolition Man. I don't know what it's going to be about, but they are making another one. Thanks, Josh. Elliot Friedman saying OEL possible ankle injury. Yikes. So depending on the severity of the ankle, that could be week to week. Hopefully he is okay. Detroit has it off the draw. They're going to send this one cross ice. Wings just outside the Leaf zone. Going to play it back to the red line to carry it forward. Here comes DeBrincat with a quick shot. Nice save with that left pad.
Last minute of play in this period.
Good work at the door. Just can't get it in. And Joseph Wall coming up with some big saves. I have Under Siege 1 and 2 on DVD. I didn't realize they made a second one. Demolition Man is fine by itself. I agree. It was so good. Sandra Bullock was great in that too. Wasn't Rob Schneider have a small role in that as well? What's with Rob Schneider being in Stallone movies? So the Wings coming close. Both goaltenders playing very good games tonight. John Gibson has had to make some extremely difficult saves. This is going to be played back to the line. Here's a long shot into the glove. Wall's just going to hang on to it. 50 seconds to go. What about Wizard of Oz? The 3 seashells. There you go. Wizard of Oz. Boy, that was just a different time in cinema, Dallas. All the stories that came out about that movie, all the craziness and the tragedy. Like the tag team demolition. Yeah, Jeff. Now we're talking. Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher. This is going to be knocked down. Red Wings turning. Hopefully they don't get another last-minute goal. Maple Leafs 3-on-3 into the Red Wing zone. Trying to work it back around the line. Just going to flip this to the corner. Matthews gets cut off. He's still fighting from behind. And the Wings going to play it up. Here comes Detroit. Into the zone is Lucas Raymond with speed. He fans on the shot, and then he gets dropped like a bad habit. What a hit by McCabe on Raymond. Lawton turning, passing it over. Here's a long shot. That one goes wide, comes off the boards, hits the back of the net. Coming in Lorentz, he's going to take a bump. Red Wings going to try and knock this out. Waugh blocks it, goes to the corner. Under 8 seconds to go. Here's a long Detroit pass. It connects. Here they come into the zone. 2 seconds, 1 second. Benoit steps up with a big hit at the buzzer. Lucas Raymond gets knocked down, and here comes the big man Edvinsson to talk to Simon Benoit. And Benoit, with a smile on his face, says, I will take you. You want to come at me? I have the Superman punch. He's taking on 2 Red Wings right now. Edvinsson and Sider both coming at him. But Raymond comes in, and Jake McCabe first stands up right into the chest, puts him on the ice. And then here at the buzzer, Benoit stands up with the right shoulder. Raymond, the young Red Wing superstar, takes 2 big hits. And Benoit is smiling. He's laughing as Edmondson, all 6'8" of them, trying to come down and get at him. Referees are going to break it up. And holy smokes, do we have a hockey game. That was a nice period. Still tied 1-1. If you missed the goals early to start this game, it was Scotty Lawton, his 7th from Yarncroc and Lorentz, and then Edvinsson, his 6th from Raymond and Larkin. Shots are now 25-22. Leafs had 13 shots in that period. Leafs are still ahead in the faceoff circle, 21 of 40, good for 52.5%. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. 12 hits for Toronto, 9 hits for the Red Wings. 10-11, 10 block shots for the Wings, 11 for the Maple Leaf. Giveaways are equal at 10-10. Wow, some big hits there to end the period. That was pretty awesome. Oh, the Pickle Man. Gotta love the Pickle Man. All right, let's take a quick look at who is getting all of these shots. Austin Matthews has 4 shots. Domi with 2, Lawton with 2, Michelli with 2, Tavares with 2. I like the game that Lawton is playing right now. Lawton is having a very, very good game. He's got a goal, the goal, of course, tonight. He's played 10 minutes of ice time. On the defense, everybody has a shot except for Ekman Larson. He only played 1:50 before he left with injury. 3 shots for McCabe, 3 shots for Riley, 2 for Stetcher, 1 for Benoit, 1 for Carlo. We talked about block shots. We have so many guys with very little block shots. Carlo has blocked 3 tonight. Stetcher blocked 2. Riley blocking 1. Benoit and Carlo each with a pair of hits as well. So defense, they're playing a good game in their own zone. Much better in that period, picking the puck up off the boards and smart breakout passes. So that is coming across real nice. Much improved from period number one. Offensively, they're coming in some good bang plays, right? A good pass and shoot. Too often we would see a pass and then receive the pass, stick handle, wait, toe drag, shoot. And that never worked. But a lot of quick moves was really good. I would love to see Quinlan get in there, our man. I was at the Marley game when Quinlan got his hat trick. Was it like 2 weeks ago? Something like that. And man, he's so good. He looks great. I hope he gets a good opportunity. Quinlan is very, very, very good. Is Rambo? I don't remember, Johnny, actually, to be honest with you. I don't remember at the end. Heard you say shots. What kind of shots? JDA, what's going on? Welcome in. Apocalypse Now. Oh, Apocalypse Now. Swedish Rob, very young. Harrison Ford. Apocalypse Now was good. I remember watching Apocalypse Now at Ontario Place at the Cinesphere on the big screen, the big IMAX screen there in the middle of winter time, going out to watch Apocalypse Now there. It was so good. That is a great movie. Received a couple of chest warmers. Mr. Holmgren, he certainly did. A couple of very big hits. The Marlies play actually right across from where Ontario Place used to be, at the CNE, at the Coca-Cola Coliseum. It pretty much shares a parking lot with BMO Field where TFC plays. So it is pretty amazing, that building. I like the Coca-Cola Coliseum a lot. And if you want to go see good hockey, the Marlies, it's good hockey. It's very, very affordable. And I believe that's where the Toronto Scepters play as well now. So it is pretty cool. All right, let me scroll back here. For 93 block shots and 83 hits this season. This is not bad. Not bad numbers at all. Mods were tipped very well. Gumdrop. The mods are the best. The mods are the best. They are always around and kicking. So thank you, mods, for everything you all do. All right, coming up on Friday, it's a big game here in Toronto. The Vegas Golden Knights come to town. The return of Mitch Marner going to be in the building. We're going to have something special for you that night coming up on Friday. Depending on traffic, depending on weather, we're going to have a live coming directly from Scotiabank Arena. So we'll be streaming live warm-ups and pregame live from Scotiabank Arena on Friday as the Mitch Marner and the Vegas Golden Knights return to Toronto. So make sure you tune in for that. It is going to be so much fun. Can't wait to see, is he going to be booed or is he going to be cheered? We're going to see how it's going to go. And I'm sure it'll be a little bit mixed. Usually when a player does return, you know, they do a little, at a commercial break, they do a little video to say thank you and honor that player. Well, I'm very curious, and one can only assume they're going to do this for Marner on Friday. Will he get a standing ovation and a cheer, or is he getting booed out of the building? Wayne, OEL did not return, and Maple Leafs PR put out that he is not returning. He will not be back tonight. Probably booed, unfortunately, would be epic. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what I will do, because we don't know when they will do it. If they do it, we will record it and we will post it after the fact. So we won't edit the sound. We will post it however it is. There it is. Thank you, Josh, putting it out tonight. Oh, there's Marner's mom. I assume she'll be in the building tonight. On Friday. I assume she'll be there. So it's going to be a fun Friday night. We're going to see how that will go. And then, of course, on Sunday, it's triple header Sunday. Triple header Sunday. Excuse me. It all, again, weather depending, assuming none of the games get canceled or postponed. But we're going to kick it off at 1 o'clock with the Maple Leafs and the Colorado Avalanche. When that game ends, we're going to go immediately into the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots for the AFC Championship. And then immediately following that game, we're going to go to the NFC Championship game with the Rams and the Seahawks. So it's going to be a very busy Sunday. So if you're not doing anything and you're around and you want to hang out for some sports coverage, we will be here. So I hope you will join us for that. Thank you, Mackenzie. I appreciate it. It's going to be a long day on Sunday, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Wouldn't it be awesome to see Domi level mid? It would be crazy. I don't think anybody would. I don't think anybody would take a run at him in that sense. But they might ruffle his feathers a little bit. Right, Dallas. My goodness. The fans should give him the silent treatment. No noise. It's better than being booed. Bulldog, that would be hysterical. That would be so funny. Just complete silence. Pin drop silence whenever Marner gets it. That would be funny. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited. It should be good. But it is a tough stretch. Like, this is a tough stretch for the Maple Leafs right now. No doubt. At a time when their division is hot as can be and everybody is winning and they are desperate for points. They have such a difficult stretch of games, right? When you think about it, they played Colorado. They got embarrassed by Utah. They had a tough game against Vegas. They won against Winnipeg. They then had a tough time against Minnesota. Detroit tonight is a crazy game. They go against Vegas, is going to be tough. You have Colorado again, which is going to be tough. You have the Buffalo Sabres after that, which is going to be tough. Then you get a game against Seattle Kraken, which is a little bit of a break. Then you go Vancouver, Calgary. So those are going to be a little bit easy, but it's a lot of travel because you're going Thursday at 10 o'clock, Saturday at 7 o'clock, Monday at 10 o'clock. Then you go Edmonton, Tampa Bay, Florida, Ottawa. Like, it just doesn't get easier for Toronto. The Florida game is going to be violent. You then Ottawa might get a little better. You got the Flyers, the Devils, the Rangers. Before it starts up again, then you go Tampa Bay, Montreal. You do get a little bit of a break in there, I should say, because they have, after the Edmonton game, they get a break because that's February 3rd. You then go into the Olympic break. They don't play again until the 25th. So they'll get a chance to figure it out. That game's in Denver. I don't think they have snow in the forecast. No, it's in Toronto. So they are playing here in Toronto on Sunday. Sunday's at 1:30 Eastern time game here in Toronto. And they are, let's actually check. Let's check the Weather Network. Because, man, yikes. If all this snow is coming, it's not going to be good. True, Sam, everyone is winning, but making up no ground. Yeah, it's so hard. It is so hard. It's so difficult. Sam singing could sink the Titanic. That's for sure. Maybe we can do some other Celine Dion songs, right? Maybe we should just have a Celine Dion tribute show one night here. We'll grab the mic. Near, far, wherever. No, okay, never mind. All right, let's look at this weather. Holy dear Lord. My goodness. So 30% chance of snow tomorrow, about 1 centimeter. Friday, about 1 centimeter. Saturday, about 1 centimeter. Oh, Saturday is going to be a beautiful sunny day at minus 16 degrees. And then Sunday, minus 12, 80% chance, 15 to 20 centimeters for Toronto. 15 to 20 centimeters. Do Alanis Morissette. I've got one hand in my pocket, and well, that's, anyways. Hands are here, folks. Hands are here. Turn your back on him when Marner's doing his warm-ups. Thankfully, my tinnitus dropped that out. Oh, it's funny. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's a lot of snow coming. Let me check one other thing here. I'll check more direct in my area. Yeah, 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. Now we're still a few days out, so that could change, but my goodness, that is a lot of snow. 15 to 20 centimeters. Let's see. Let's do a little conversion here. So, oh, it's actually not that bad. So it's a little more than half a foot. So a little more than half a foot of snow. That's not so bad. I mean, it's a lot. It is bad, but yikes. It'll definitely impact travel. That is for sure. It will definitely impact travel. And who knows how it changes over the next few days as well. Wow, my singing scared away a lot of people. I apologize. Come back. Don't let me scare you away. I'm nice, I promise. Thanks everybody for being here and hanging out tonight. It's intermission time. We're having some fun. Do some Neil Young. Only -16. Yeah, it's shorts weather. So do some Neil Young. Neil Young, you can barely make out what Neil Young would say. The Tea Party. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking some Tea Party. I haven't listened to the Tea Party in so long. Praying you don't get flu for Friday. Last time you were supposed to go. I know, Gumdrop. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst. Last time I was supposed to go, that's right, I got so sick. I haven't actually been to a game in a long, long time. So I'm excited. And truth be told, this will probably be the last game I go to this season, because then after the Olympic break, we get into the crunch for the playoffs, and we'll be here streaming all the time. So this will be really the only game I go to this year, I think, which is sad. Our Lady Peace. Yes. Yes. Oh man, I love Our Lady Peace. They were so good. I've seen Our Lady Peace like 5 times, and every time I've seen Our Lady Peace, they were never the headliner. They just opened up for everybody. I'm sexy and I know it. Oh man, that's a good song too. I do not go to an NHL game in 10 years. Last time at the Bell Center. Wow, I've never been to the Bell Center. I would certainly like to go and be there. Bell Center has a crazy vibe. That atmosphere is insane. Gonna get a snowblower. I hate winter and the summer. Born in July. There you go, Joshua. I will tell you, I got a snowblower years ago. It was at Home Depot or Lowe's. I can't remember which store it was, but somebody had one of those winter and July sales, and they had a bunch of snowblowers for dirt cheap. So I picked one up, and it was a really, really solid investment. Last concert we went to was Demi Lovato, July 3rd. In a Wham Bam concert, 92.5. You saw Avril. Nice. That's not too shabby. I've never seen Avril live. I love that everybody's dropping in like, sing this, sing that. Sam doesn't sing. Sam only sings when it happens to just come out. I don't think about it intentionally. Oh boy. Don't worry, Sam. I never go to a Leaf game, but a lot of Jays games. So Johnny, you know, it's funny. I wanted to go for the last 2 seasons. I wanted to go down to a Jays game so badly. I really want to go check out the renovations. And you know, it's funny. The summer comes around and it's like, okay, in the springtime we have, you know, when the season starts, you know, we're finishing up school, whatever, then camp. And then July, it's like, hey, we have all these things we want to do. And then, of course, we never do them. And then August, we're like, hey, let's go down to the ballpark. We never do. And then all of a sudden, it's the fall time. And time goes way too fast. So I got to get down to the ballpark. I really do. I want to see what these renos are like in person and check it out. But that's awesome. I'm glad you get to spend some time at the ballpark. Last time I was there, we had some fun. I like to go. You know, we'll get some food, you know, 5th inning, you got to go get your Twist ice cream cone, got to get that 5th inning ice cream. And then by the time you get back to your seat, you go to the 7th inning stretch. And then before you know it, it's time to leave. But yeah, baseball games are always fun. You just have to make sure if you're buying tickets, buy it on the shady side, because when that roof is open, if you're sitting in the 500 levels, excuse me, on the sunny side, man, it gets hot. Hey, Xander, how's it going? Welcome in. Oops, didn't we? That's okay. Patriots tickets are going $469 USD. Holy smokes. That's a lot of money. Let's see your opinion on Bo to the Mets. Listen, I'm happy Bo got paid. Should he be making the money he's getting? No. I think they way overpaid for a mediocre shortstop with a good bat. I'm disappointed he left. I am. But hey, there's no loyalty in sports anymore. It's not about building a great franchise and work for a dynasty. It's about my deal's up, who's giving me the most money. And we've seen it time and time again, right? Doesn't matter the sport anymore. It used to be certain sports were more loyal than others, because whether you're going to take, $8 million a season instead of $7 million or, something like that, it made more sense to stay with your potential winning team. Does Bo have a better chance of winning with the Mets? Nah, I don't really think so. I mean, debatable, right? 15 to 20K per ticket to see the Super Bowl. The best part, Onyx, you can spend $20, get yourself a club sandwich, some fries and a coleslaw and a Coke, sit down and hang out with me for Super Bowl and save you a whole lot of money. All right, who's ready for period number 3? It's a 1-1 hockey game. Time to go. Maple Leafs, Red Wings. Third period starts right now. Priority was Tucker and pushed Bo to the side. Jeffrey, I've heard that Bo actually had no intention of signing in Toronto. He wanted to test free agency. So I don't think that they really pushed him to the side. I don't think he ever intended to sign, to be honest. And I hope I'm wrong. Had our restaurant. Oh, nice, Onyx. Here comes Toronto. Lorentz passing it across. Here's a quick shot. That's going to go high and wide. I may have to do some of that tomorrow. The Red Wings going to dump this in. Benny misses the puck. Detroit walking out of the corner. Shot right on. Wall with a nice save. Turns that one aside. You blame Tom Cruise. Oh, that Cruise. I have to watch the new Mission Impossible. I still haven't watched that yet. This coming all the way down. Toronto going to play it up. Domi, cross ice, tough pass to McMahon. That one's turned over. Wings going to scoop it out. That's McCabe was offside. They didn't blow it down, though. They let him just let go of the puck and skate out. Wow. That was an interesting call by the linesman. This going to be played in the corner. Toronto going to pick it up. A bump coming on McCabe. Remember, 2 hard hits on Lucas Raymond to end the last period. We'll see if any shenanigans starts up. I don't think there will be until somebody takes the lead. Wall making a tough save. Going to hang on to that. McCabe and Casper having some conversations. So the Red Wings dump it in. It wraps around the boards, and Benoit just misses it on the boards, and the Red Wings with a great opportunity there. Can't go there and not spend like 50 plus. That's true. That is true. What is it, like a corned beef sandwich combo, like $25? The soup is another $10, but it's so delicious. This is going to be flipped out. Toronto getting it to the Wings lineup. Michelli steals it away, rolling it right on Gibby, and with Nyes in front, it's going to get blown down. So we're going to get a face-off now in the Detroit side. Love some good deli. Love some good deli. The Mets are crazy. I know, Johnny. And for 3 years, too, right? That's a ton of money. Ton of money. So Tavares going to get waved out of the draw. Michelli going to come in to take this one now. Michelli having a conversation with the linesman. Stick is down, and Detroit going to win that face-off. Behind to Janssen, going to play it around the boards. Toronto kept it in for a moment. Nyes taking it away. Good job, Nyes playing it out. Both Tavares and Michelli missed it. Riley shooting from the point. That hits a body. Going to come right back out. Another shot, side of the net. Michelli can't put it in. Michelli with it. Centering it in front. That hits the side of the net, and the Wings going to play it up. Good work by Toronto. Nice little play. But again, some missed passes here in a great stop by the Detroit goaltender. Red Wings bringing it into the Leaf zone. Playing it back to the point. Sider throwing it. That's going to go just wide. Going to come all the way out on the other side. Soup and a sandwich. It's the way to go. Almost threw away a plastic plate. Then I got scared when they come vacuum out the shadows. Oh, the shadows. Always have to be careful of the shadows. Red Wings back over to Sider. Long shot. That one gets knocked down. Big rebound in front. Shot. Going to steer this one aside. Nick Waugh going to play this around. Detroit coming on very, very strong. Playing it around at the side. Cross ice. Here comes Toronto. Long pass. And that's tipped up into the 18th row. Souvenir for a young fan or an old fan or a fan that's just had way too much to drink. Someone has taken home a puck. We're all stupid sometimes. Yes, we are. Whereas, very close to one of my favorite lines from the movie Scream towards the end when he says, "We all go a little mad sometimes." Little Skeet Ulrich. So good. Scream. That up there with my other favorite line from that movie. "My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me." Love that movie. So good. Scream, the original. You know, that was back in the day when that came out. Remember watching it at a friend's house with a bunch of camp people all huddled around the TV watching, and they had a computer in the next room. They had Sound Blaster. You remember Sound Blaster from back in the day? You can make your computer talk. And we typed in this computer and had it say, "Do you like scary movies?" Of course, with that Sound Blaster robotic voice. Creeped everybody out. It was so funny. That's right, ad lib on Sound Blaster. So good. Coming around behind, Toronto in their own end. Domi going to pick it up. Domi skating it out. Gets over the red line, over the blue line. Domi still going. Carrying this one wide around the net. Tries to bank it off the side of the net for Matthews. He gets tripped up. And the Red Wings going to carry it across. Sider dumps this one in. They're coming around. Habs fan. Jim, what's going on? Welcome in. Over the line again. Toronto can't get it out. Lucas Raymond shot right on, and they're all over it. Hey, Ron, how's it going? Is there, Ron, new Timmy set coming out February 2nd. Team Canada set. Nice. Oh, I love me some Timmy's cards. Love me some Timmy's cards. You know, we'll have to pick up some of that. Still have to put my pre-order in for Series 2. Oh boy, hockey cards. They make us, talk about going mad. They make us going crazy mad. You've seen all the Scream movies. Yeah, they're good. I'm excited for the new one. I'm looking forward to that. New scary movie coming out as well. Should be good. All right, face off in the Leaf zone. Wings going to win this one. Feeding it back to the point. Defender couldn't hang on to it. That's going to skip out. Palika just could not hang on to it. Toronto picking it off the boards. Going to throw it out. I think it was touched with a high stick. It was, but Detroit took it away, so it doesn't matter. Red Wings into the Leaf zone. Here's a long shot. Wall kicks this one aside. Back to the point. Toronto going to chip this one out. And they're going to back it all the way up. Wings in their own zone. Both teams being very cautious here. That's going to be an icing against the Red Wings. That's right, Mega. New scary movie. Should be good. Very excited for that. Matthew Lillard returns. Matthew Lillard is awesome. He really is a real life, what's his name? Shaggy. He really is. Onyx says, all right, so next commercial break. We'll play some rock, paper, scissors. Nylander sitting up in the press box. A lacerated kidney. Was that Dakota Joshua? He's supposed to resume skating next week, so that'll be nice to see him come back. Going to work this up. Michelli in over the line. Michelli puts it across. Bad pass. Intercepted. Here comes Detroit, flipping it down into the zone. Really kind of slowed down the pace of this game. Nobody taking some aggressive chances. Nobody wants to make a mistake. This coming off the boards. Here's a long shot. Deflection. Wall is down. Puck goes wide. Wings. Sider playing it to the middle of the ice. Trying to tip. Toronto going to flip this. That's going to get out. Oh, boy. Turning it back around. Scary movies. were the funniest things when you were young. Onyx, for sure. Remember, we wouldn't have the scary movies if we didn't have, oh my gosh, the Naked Gun movies, or what was that with Charlie Sheen? Hot Shots. We needed to have Hot Shots. Hot Shots, you know, right up there with some of the, you know, early parody movies. Loved Hot Shots. So good. Detroit is in our zone the whole period. They're in there a lot. They are in there a lot, that's for sure. Airplane, of course. Airplane was so good. Hey, Princess Buds, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Leafs going to play this one off the draw, up the boards. Wings going to put it right back into the zone. Benoit going to turn it around. If you're wondering why we haven't called Ekman Larsson's name in a while, he left a minute 50 into this game. He only played a minute and 50, just a couple of shifts before he got injured and is not returning. So we'll have to wait for an update on Ekman Larsson. Here comes Lawton. Lawton, who had a penalty shot earlier. He also had the first goal. He's going to turn this one over, and this is going to come all the way down. Turning around is Riley. Riley passing it over. Again, here comes Toronto into the zone. Nick Waugh with it. Nick Waugh has his stick lifted, and the Red Wings going to turn, and here they come. Red Wings busting out. Nick Waugh going to break up that play. And the Leafs get it down to the wing zone again. 6 minutes gone here in this period. So Nyes is out of this game. Yeah, we haven't called his name at all in the last little while. So you're saying Nyes is out too. Shot into the glove of Wall. He's going to hang on to it. I don't see an update on Matthew Nyes yet. So let's check and see. So Matty Nyes, so he's sitting at 12:39. Yeah, 13 shifts. Michelli is at 14. Tavares is at 14. So he must have just left if he left, because he's pretty much the same shifts as his line mates. Just missed one shift. So hopefully he does come back. Let's check Leafs PR. No update there on Leafs PR. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for any other update on Matthew Nyes. We know Matthew Nyes has not been playing his best, right? Hot Shots was so good. And so was, if you want to talk about that, then we got to get into like Spaceballs and Robin Hood, Men in Tights. So good. So many good movies. He was lingering a leg in... holy smokes. I can't speak blended. Lingering injury for Nyes. And you can tell, right? He has been bothered for a long time. He's been fighting through it. And I get it, right? You don't want to give up your spot, but listen, I'd rather you sit for a week or so and then come back. That's right. Getting a little tongue-tied. Guess I got to work on those tongue muscles. Getting too tongue-tied. Last year, the only ones where I don't leave. Mackenzie, I appreciate that so much. Thank you very much. We got the best community right here, the best group of people. For those of you watching on the television that are not in the chat, hello, I hope you don't mind our banter. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope we're sparking some conversation for you at home, that you're turning to whoever you're with watching the game and be like, yeah, Hot Shots, man, that was such a good movie. You know, it's all about community. It's all about having fun here on the channel. And we appreciate having you all with us, whether you're active in the chat or just listening along. Thanks for being part of what we do. If you're feeling comfortable enough, come in the chat, say hello. Let us know who your favorite team is, your favorite player, and join the conversation. Here comes McCabe. He's going to dump this one in. Down around at the side, Wings picking it up off the boards. They're going to play it up the middle. Toronto kept it in for a moment, but the Red Wings bringing it right back out. Deking through the middle. Here comes DeBrincat, dropping it off to Kane. Kane with a shot, deflection, and Wall tracking that the whole way through. Wow. Johnson playing it in at the side. Red Wings are there. Carlo can't take his man. Stick lift helps out. Puck comes to the point. Here's a shot. Kicked aside. Wall is down. He stumbled. Getting back up. Wings still come. Another shot. This one goes wide over the near side. Detroit back to the point. Long shot into the glove. This time Wall is going to hang on to it. Toronto did a good job rotating there, shifting throughout the zone. Much better defensive coverage, even when they couldn't pick the puck off the boards. Even when there was a little bit of scrambling, a little bit of chasing, the rest of the guys stuck with their men and rotated when needed. So much better defensive play. Too young to see Alien without Alien encounter. I loved Alien. So good. Never saw Robin Hood Men in Tights. If you like those silly spoof movies, if you like Spaceballs, it's a must watch. I loved Robin Hood Men in Tights. So funny. This is coming. Toronto going to try and work it out of the zone. A little flip pass. This is going to come up. Here they come. Nyes, he's on. He's breaking through. Nyes centering it for Michelli just behind. So Matthew Nyes is on. Nyes continues to play. Good burst of speed there. That's something we haven't seen from him in a while. The Red Wings dropping it off. Here's a long shot. That's going to miss the net. This comes all the way back out. Stargate. I don't know. That's a good call. Wings going to slow this one up as both teams making some changes. 12:15 to go in this period. Wings going to dump it in. Wall misses it as it goes around behind the net. 9 shots for Detroit in this period. Toronto only has 1 shot this period. That's a little too conservative. 1 shot for the Maple Leafs in this period. This is going to be played down. Cowan missed the pass. Detroit has it back in their own zone. And that is going to be flipped up and out of play. Hey, Donald, how's it going? Welcome in. It is Canadian. Okay, thank you, Johnny, for confirming. Nice, doing such a nice job there on that shift. When I was a kid, we used to go to Leaf games, standing room, $2.50 per ticket. Unbelievable. Yeah, Donald, so far they're looking good tonight. They're playing well. This period, though, they got to get some shots. They're playing much better defensively, but 10 shots for Detroit, 1 for Toronto. Does anybody here, before I explain what it is, does anybody remember Captain Power? Does anybody remember Captain Power? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. This is going to be tipped. Loose puck in there, trying to catch through. Leafs couldn't get there. This is going to be played up. You had the toys. You remember it. Captain Power was awesome. So I'll explain it at the next stoppage. But Captain Power, when I was a kid, it was one of my favorite things ever. This is going to be played off the glass, tipped out and down the ice. Detroit going to grab it and turn this one around. Red Wings into the Toronto zone yet again. Right up the middle. Here's a shot. That one sails just past the net. Wings still with the puck, going to cycle it around. Side of the net, Toronto in there. Defending. Defenders got to be getting tired now, playing 1 short for the whole game. Wings coming back out of their own zone. Detroit setting this one up. Detroit curling. 10:50 to go here in period number 3. Over the line, Detroit bringing it up as Patrick Kane. Kane going to stop at the half boards, feeding it back for Seider with a shot. McCabe picks up the puck. Everybody is going. Pass up to McMahon. McMahon has it taken away by Seider. Domi now going to chase Seider. He's going to reverse it around behind the net. This is going to be played up. The Red Wings right back to the red line and up to the attack. Patrick Kane, he comes in, going to roll this one down deep. In the corner, tipped around behind the net. Coming right out in front to Kane. And a nice play by Jake McCabe to take it away from him. And now he gives it away, gets it back. Carlo off the glass, can't get it out. Detroit putting it to the middle of the ice. Matthews going to take it away. Matthews starting to rush. 3 Leafs coming in. Domi to Matthews. Matthews backhand. Nice save there in front. They can't settle the puck down. Comes to the point in the middle for Domi. Domi, he's going to go over to Riley on the far side. Riley, cross ice pass. That one is stopped and turned over. Here comes Detroit right back into Leaf land with a shot. And Wall is going to hang on as Larkin puts that shot on net. All right, so Captain Power, for those that remember, Captain Power was a toy collection, but it was like a movie. So what you would do is you would buy this ship, right? And in the ship would have a little handle with a trigger, and it would have a guy in it. And they were like action figures that you could play with, but then you'd put them in the ship. You'd pop the tape in your VHS machine, and you'd watch a movie. And there were certain things that you could shoot, kind of like Duck Hunt on your Nintendo. you would shoot these light areas and you would shoot them and you would get points for shooting them, but then they would shoot back at you. And if you got hit so many times, your guy would pop and fly out of the ship. It was the coolest thing ever. And there were a couple of different variations you could get, but man, that was so innovative for that time back then. And the movies, I mean, they were cheesy, but they were so cool. Onyx, you got to look it up. Captain Power, it was so cool. Came from a TV show, that's right. And it was all action. It was so good. It was very, very, very cool. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. When you look at it, the first thing you'll think of is Starship Troopers. But it was, man, I'm looking at these now and wow, so good. 18 of life stuck in my head. Dead Poets, oh yeah, totally. Captain Power had more or less a trench run. That's funny. Starship Troopers is one of my favorite movies of all time. So good. Oh, Starship Troopers. All right, getting ready to come back from commercial break. Man, oh man, oh man. This game has been wild. Joseph Woll, the busier now of the two goaltenders. Shots are 34-28, but he's been wild. John Gibson is the difference maker tonight. He has been absolutely incredible what Gibson has been doing. Lights out incredible. All right, if you're just coming in for the third period, welcome in. Continue to hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe as well. We want you to be part of our hockey community, so hit that subscribe button for us. We need your help to continue to grow. We are 16 subscribers away from our next little milestone. 16, that's it. This one is going to come around down in the corner. Nyzy is in there. He's going to chip it out to Tavares. Tavares trying to skate past his man. He's going to brush this one in, but it's back to Seider. Seider going to turn, and the Red Wings going to work this one up the middle to Raymond. Going to pass it over. The return feed is intercepted. Here's a pass for Tavares. One-on-one. Tavares pulls up, waiting for someone to pass to. Got it to Nyes. Nyes is taken into the end boards. Still has the puck in his feet. Coming to the point. This one held in by Riley. Back to Nyes. Nyes trying to move around, trying to get past Edvinsson. Can't do it. Nyes' helmet comes off. Going to play it around. Riley shooting. That one goes just wide. Coming to the point, and that has to come all the way out. The rule is, and it hit Nyes' skate as he was getting off the bench. So when your helmet comes off, you have to go to the bench. You cannot continue in the play. So here, Nyes, his helmet comes off, and he made a move, and he passed it. So Nyes was very close to taking a penalty there. It used to be if your helmet came off, you could still continue to play. But the rules now state if your helmet comes off, you have to immediately head to the bench. So he made an extra hockey move there, and lucky he didn't get penalized for doing it. But it was a nice move. It was a really nice move. So Escoli, they won't finish in a tie. It'll go to overtime and then a shootout. Somebody is going to walk away with the W here today. This is going to be chipped in, and one of the officials got knocked down. One of the officials got hit by the puck in the face. He's kind of shaken up. He's checking for blood. He's a little woozy. The linesman a little woozy there. He did get up. They're getting a mild applause for the crowd for getting back up. But the trainer came over to take a look. But he got hit. He got popped good. He's got a cut kind of the side of the nose. I mean, most of the time, these officials can get out of the way very, very quick. Thanks, I'm new to hockey, but so far loving the sport. Nice. Well, if you have any questions at all about the rules, about what's happening, drop it in the chat. This is a great community, and somebody, if I don't see it, somebody will certainly be able to answer it. So Matthews went to dump it in. It hit the referee under the visor, and he's okay. He's all right. He's going to stay in here. Have won 7 overtimes in a row. Wow, that is crazy. I wish I was an 80s normal kid. Oh, the 80s were the best time to grow up in. So much fun. All right, Red Wings off the draw, going to chip this one into the Leafs zone. Wall is down. He's going to scoop this one out. Red Wings side of the net. Wall is tracking. He's getting back up. Wings, Sherratt shooting, tipped. Wall going post to post, keeping this one out. Wings centering it. That's taken away. Here comes Bobby McMahon. Bobby Mack just going to flip it up, step around, trying to dance in, but he put it too far ahead. Red Wings going to work. Ekman Larson exits versus Red Wings with lower body injury. That's right, Chris. Hopefully it's not too shabby. Elliot Friedman says could be an ankle injury, so hopefully he is okay. All about the 80s. That's right. Pass in, too far for Robertson. 8 minutes to go now. Nicky coming up, trying to help out with Nick Waugh. Puck comes back, but the Wings take it away, and Detroit going to flip this one up and down the ice now. Maple Leafs racing back. In front, Carlo in front of his own net, dances away from Patty Kane, and the Leafs going to work it around. Here's a long pass. Cowan tipping it in, comes behind the net. Gibson is going to play it around. Nick Waugh trying to pull up. Puck is tipped. Kane can't get it past Riley, and the Leafs going to play it up. Everybody cautious now. Nick Robertson up to Morgan Riley. Riley over to Cowan into the zone. Little flip back pass for Riley. Riley, get back to your point, please. As Detroit, they're going to break this one out. Kind of hit Cowan. Riley got lucky there. He could have been caught. Oh, they had cameras in the 80s. Just took time to develop and show proof. That's right. Back then, everything you had to take, you had to go to the store, hand in your film, wait for it to get developed. Sears Christmas catalog was so awesome. It was, but the better one, Consumers Distributing. That was the best place. That was phenomenal. Found my first girlfriend. There you go, Jeff. Oh, the 80s. The acid wash jeans, the big hair, the perms. Working this one off the draw. Larkin going to pick it up. He's going to take a bump by McCabe. Wings going to bring it in, curling around behind the net. So you're saying I could walk into a casino, play some blackjack, and get away with it? I don't know about that. This going to be dumped in. Lawton tracking Lorentz in there as well. Red Wings doing a good job along the boards. Toronto is hustling. Toronto hustling. Going to come away with it back to the point. Leafs got to get some shots directed towards the net. They can play the perimeter all day, but they got to get it towards the net. Digging along the blue line. It does squeak out. And Stetcher, he's going to back up. Raymond is going to turn around with it. And here goes Raymond. This is going to be dumped in by Sider. Comes off the boards. Wall going to grab it. Going to play it here for McCabe. 6:15 to go. 6:15 to go. Only 2 shots this period for Toronto. Riley going to slide it down into the Red Wing zone. Matthew Nyes is hollering, calling directions. Red Wings again with ease. Going to get out of their zone. Michelli going to break that one up. Feeds it over to Nyes. He didn't see the pass. Tavares back for it. Tavares going to turn. Tavares, nice little move. Tavares curling in, gives it to Nyes, taking it off his skate to Tavares, sends it on goal, and oh my God, how did that not go in? Detroit gonna turn the other way. The Red Wings gonna flip this back into the zone. What a nifty play by Tavares and Knives. Holy smokes. Red Wings playing this one back. Here's a long shot into the glove of Joseph Wall, and he's gonna hang on to it. My goodness. Forgot about Consumers Distributing. So good. You got Snake Mountain from there. Oh, it was so good. For those, and they're going to go to commercial break. For those that don't know what Consumers Distributing was, so imagine you walk in the double doors, right? You walk in the door like you would any retail location. But instead of seeing a storefront in the merchandise, you have a counter and you have a bunch of little tables. And on the tables, they have a catalog with little chits. So you go to a catalog. Most of the time, you would always have a catalog at home, so you knew what you wanted. But you would go in, you'd flip through the catalog, you would get the item number, you'd fill out your little chit, you'd put your name, whatever information, you'd put the item, all that jazz. You would take it up to the counter, you'd hand it to them. They would process the order, you'd pay for it. And then you'd wait, and it would come on this like roller conveyor belt. This box would just come sliding out. and you picked up your item and left. It was so cool. You didn't actually see anything. It's not like you could walk in and browse. You would browse the magazine. You'd say, I want item number 67825. They would process it, and here it would come on the rollers, and out you go. It was the coolest thing ever. Imagine like shopping on Amazon and then the order just rolling out to you. If Amazon was a store. So good. Oh man, it was so cool. It was so cool. 90s was like my grown-up years and everything was awesome. Jeff. Yeah, it was a good time, right? Things were just different back then. We go out and play ball hockey on friends' driveways till it would get dark at night. And the rule was stay out as late as you want, but when it got dark like that, it didn't matter the time. When it got dark, you had to come home. You get called home for dinner. You'd always hear around any time between 6 and 7 o'clock, you'd hear, all the moms yelling, hey, so-and-so, it's dinner time. You go home to get dinner, then you go right back outside. All right, Matthews, let's go. 5:33 to go here in the third period. We're all tied 1-1. Off the draw, the Red Wings come away with it. Going to put this one across. Red Wings down in the corner. Benoit up on his man. Puck's going to come to Domi. Domi turning around, and he's going to slide this one up. Leafs going to put it in. Here comes Matthews. He has a lane. He's interfered with. He's hooked. He crashes into Gibson, who's slow to get up. Leafs going to turn right again and put it in. No penalty called. Wow, there could have been a call on Detroit for hooking, and there could have been a call on Matthews for goalie interference, but they're letting it go. The whistles have gone to the pockets. Toronto going to pick this up in their own zone and flip an intentional pass from McMahon. Kind of misses, goes down the ice. Bobby in here with a hit. Sherratt picks this one up. He's going to look up ice. Detroit going to turn back. Back to Sherratt. Going to send this across to Raymond. Took it off a kneecap. Michelli coming in over the line, and Nyes just couldn't drag his leg anymore. That's going to be an offside call. Such a good play with Matthews. There was definitely a stick in the legs there. Sider with a good play. Got the stick into the blade of the skate a little bit. And then, of course, crashes into the pad of Gibson. And Gibson coming over saying something to the referee. Larkin comes over as well, giving some taps to Gibby. He's played a phenomenal game, an absolutely phenomenal game. For those that are just coming in, welcome into the show. We got 4.5 minutes to go here in period number 3. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. Haven't seen the blue lamp lit in a while. Puck is going to hop up and go out of play. So this is a wild one. A great game. A phenomenal hockey game. A lot of people do not like low-scoring games. I love this. I think this is phenomenal. Both teams are playing exceptional. The Detroit goaltender has been out of his mind good today. Larkin taking this draw. Matthew Nyes coming in. Larkin is going to win this one back. Wings going to put it up the boards a little too far. Look out, pocket picked. Carlo gives it away, and Toronto able to regroup. Back the other way, McCabe going to send it up. McCabe getting it returned. Leaves it for Tavares. Tavares chasing in the corner. Detroit picking it up, sending it around. Knives held it in once. Detroit gets it out the second time. Everybody's swinging their sticks at it. Riley going to take it away, going to flip it up the boards. McCabe misses it. Puck is hopping bad. Riley back around behind the net. Can't get it. Raymond has it. Going to come over to Michelli. Michelli chips this one out. 3:50 to go. 4 shots for Toronto in this period. 13 for Detroit. Sider in over the line. He loses it. Here comes the speed of Robertson. Just can't get there in time. Ooh, that would have been close. Benoit going to chip it over to Nick Waugh. Comes to Robertson over to Cowan. Cowan in over the line. Loses it. Robbie with the backhand. That's off the blocker. Hey, the other door. What's going on? Welcome in. Take care, take care. Over behind the net, Toronto going to pick it up at the side. Stetcher fighting for it against Appleton. Stetcher still battling. Soderblom coming in now. He's going to flip it back around behind the net. Detroit setting it up. Robertson coming around. Detroit jam play. Comes in front. Toronto going to pick it up. Going to flip this over to Robertson. Robertson going back across ice. He's got to get off the ice. This has been a long shift for these guys. Detroit going to send it down. We got an icing call. 2:59 to go, third period. It's an icing call. We're going to get a face-off over at the Detroit side. So this is going to be a big finish. So let's go. Matthews back on the ice here. Offensive draw. Leafs are 52.6% in the faceoff circle. That's 30 of 57. Matthews in to take it against Raymond. Raymond going to win this one. You got to win these offensive zone draws. Leafs have lost the last couple. Wings just send it all the way down. They're going to change up. McCabe, his pass gets deflected away from Matthews. So the Wings in their own zone, little pass out. Detroit going to hit that red line, dumping it in. Wall comes out, got a piece of it, leaves it here for Carlo. Carlo battling, got 3 Leafs behind the goal line. Domi, he's going to pinch up. DeBrusque comes in, or DeBrincat, comes in to try and take it away. Tries to center it, hits Carlo, goes behind the net, and the Leafs going to play it around the boards. Domi trying to tip it out, cannot. Wings holding it in. Detroit back, one-timer. Wall makes a save, rebound with a huge gap. And Carlo saved the day, but then he gave the puck away. Detroit with a couple of kicks at the can here. Come on, you got to be better than that, Carlo. This comes to the side of the net, and dropping his stick and grabbing the puck with his blocker is Joseph Wall. That was close. Very close. This is just deflected, and it goes off McCabe's knee and then off his skate. And was sitting right there, and Carlo picked it up, and he got rid of it, but then he gave it away. So, some close times here. Just Toronto seeming to get a little scrambly. Leafs going to win this draw. Good job, Tavares. Lawton over on the side. Lawton here with Tavares now. Trying to get this one out. Coming back. Stetcher has it. Going to play it to McCabe, but it's poked away from him. Tavares back to pick it up now. JT. He loses the puck. Here comes Raymond. Centering it across for the one-timer. Kind of got turned up. Little knuckle puck there. Couldn't get the shot off. Stetcher back with it. Raymond watching him. Larkin is up there. Comes to Lawton. Lawton with the backhand. And it's going to go up into the Leaf bench. So we're going to get a face-off in the Leaf zone with 1:33 to go. 1:33 to go now. Here in period number 3. Leafs are up to 5 shots in this period. Wow. There you go, McKenzie. There you go. Let's go, Leafs. That's right, Kareem. You know what we got to do? Let's get that virtual wave going. All you got to do is find that wave emoji. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, put those hands up. Put those hands up. Here's a shot that's going to get knocked down. Toronto just going to flip it. Sider picking it up in the neutral zone. Sider going to turn. Red Wings over the line. They say no offside. Here's a shot. That one's high. Wings are there. Sider can't hold it in. Hey! Wayne did not hear what happened to OEL, just that it's a potential ankle injury. Red Wings right back in the corner here on the near side. Leafs tying it up along the boards. Last minute to play.
Last minute of play in this period.
Puck is in somebody's equipment, so we're going to get a whistle. They're looking for the puck. The puck has disappeared. And I think maybe it went through the little camera hole. So puck is gone. We're going to get a face-off coming up. 57.5 seconds to go. Hey, Daniel, what's going on? That's funny. They're all like, where's the puck? And the cameraman is holding it. The cameraman's like, it's right here. That's funny. All right, big moment here. Huge moment. Scotty Lawton coming in. Scott Lawton has been, well, he's not going to take the draw. Matthews is standing there to take the draw. In case Matthews gets waved out. Scott Lawton has been one of the better face-off men. Nope, it is Lawton coming in to take the draw. Cobb is going to get waved out. Lawton has been so good. Here comes DeBrincat now. DeBrincat versus Lawton. Something on the ice there. Referee going to pick it up, put it in his pocket. There's a face-off. Lawton is going to win this one. Everyone goes to the boards. Leafs get it out of the zone. Red Wings putting it right back in. Waller going to stop it. Leave it here for McCabe. Leafs going to set it up. Now they're going to start to turn. Here they come. 45 seconds. Pass up the middle to Lawton. Tips this one in, but it's tipped up and out of play. So about 10 seconds or so come off the clock. We're going to get another face-off. Is that going to come all the way back down the ice? They're going to do it at center. So I think they're going to do this at center ice. A couple of line changes. So the JT line going to come on now here for Toronto. 40.6 seconds. Face-off is at center ice. Tavares to take this draw. I'm actually surprised they dropped it because both wingers were deep in the circle. Wings going to send it back down into the Leaf zone. Stetcher, nice little move. He's going to put it off the glass. Wings tried to haul it down. It took a bump off the edge of the boards and bumped over Tavares' stick. This is going to come all the way back. 20 seconds to go. Detroit setting things up. Here comes Kane, leaving it back. 15 seconds to go. Could be the last rush here for the Red Wings. They turn it over. Michelli putting it in for Tavares. Tavares racing for it. He gets tangled up. Sherratt takes the puck. 5 seconds to go in the corner. They're battling for it. And this is going nowhere, folks. We are going to overtime. Here we go.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Overtime coming up. So at least Toronto picks up a point. So do the hot Red Wings. And boy, oh boy, who is going to get the second one? Another overtime. Unbelievable. It was not a great period in terms of shots for Toronto. They only had 5 shots in that period. The Red Wings had 13, but we were going overtime. And this is where your defense needs to be solid. There it is. OT is life. They got to be solid. They got to play well. They must be smart. Smart plays here. Something Toronto has not been in a few overtimes. So they got to be smart. Everybody hustles back. Welcome in to the new viewers that are coming in to watch us for overtime. We're happy to have you. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience live on the SB12 Sports Network. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Heck, even if you're not new, but you haven't subbed up yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell is checked so you never miss when we post a video, short, or go live. If you missed the goalie fight from the other day, we posted that, of course. Got to go check it out. That was so awesome. Florida and San Jose. What a battle that was. Okay, folks, it's time. It's time. It's time.
SB12. It's in the game. Live the game.
Overtime. Coming up, the Red Wings have been so good in overtime. The Maple Leafs have a few overtime wins as well. 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes of overtime on the clock. Let's party. Larkin, Raymond, Seider, the trio for the Red Wings. Matthews, Tavares, and Riley, the trio for the Maple Leafs. And Tavares won the draw, but he lost it into the legs of the Red Wing players, so Detroit gets first possession. Red Wings with the first puck. Here comes Detroit. Raymond is going to carry this one up. He's going to drop it back for Larkin. Larkin with speed. He's going to come in, drops it here at the line. Coming in, here's a shot right into the breadbasket of Joseph Woll. Larkin goes right behind him, was waiting. Red Wings are 7-2 in overtime this season. The Maple Leafs are 7-7. So 14 overtime games for Toronto. They're 7-7. 9 for the Red Wings. They're 7-2. It was a good tussle, but it was no Pot Van Hextall. Pot Van Hextall was the best. Wings win another draw, so they have possession. Raymond is going to back this one up. Curling around the center ice marker, leaving it here. Larkin coming up. Larkin trying to go wide. Larkin driving, going for the wraparound, passes it back to Seider. No shot, drops it for Larkin. Here's the shot. That one is going to go high. Toronto is slow going to the corner. Red Wings rip it around the boards. And Seider is going to take this one all the way back into their own zone. Long pass up. It's going to be deflected. Toronto going to pick up this puck. McCabe has it now. Toronto's going to get their first possession. 4 minutes to go in overtime. McCabe goes off, gives it to Tavares. Tavares over to Michelli. Michelli going to race this one into the zone. Michelli. Riley goes deep. Michelli going to carry this one all the way back now. Michelli spinning away, passing it up. Toronto almost lost it. Now Robertson does lose it. Robertson getting pressed on. Robertson loses the puck. Here comes Detroit, putting it over for Cobb, shooting, big save. Scrambling back in net. The wraparound is there. They shoot. It goes behind wall. He's down. It stays out. It stays out, and Toronto clears. Oh, Nick Robertson. What a bumble. What a bumble of a play at a very dangerous time. Here comes Cobb again. Going to drop this one off. Fancy little move, shooting. That goes wide. DeBrincat with a sexy dangle right in front of the net, dropping it back. Detroit across. They still can't put it in. Why didn't you go to the corner, Robertson, and get the loose puck? Guys, you got to move. Robertson wants to change. He goes off. Sloppy play by Toronto in their own zone. Putting it back with a shot right on. Toronto picks up the rebound. Matthews is skating, takes the puck off the boards. Matthews into the zone, curling towards, shooting, goes wide. 2:37 to go. Matthews with a chance. My goodness, Nick Robertson. He should not see the ice in this overtime again. That was dreadful. Here comes Patrick Kane for the Red Wings. Kane over the line, steps in, drops it back. Soderblom has his pocket pick from Domi. Comes to Stetcher. Stetcher going to back it up. He's going to start to move forward now. Stetcher, he brings this one in. Leaves it for Matthews. Matthews for Domi. Domi shooting. That's going to be deflected up and at a play. 2:04 to go. Face off in the Red Wings side of the ice. But holy smokes, did the Red Wings come close about 3 times on that shift. Robertson absolutely gassed. Just some bad decisions. 2:04 to go. Matthews going to go off. 40 shots now for the Red Wings. 5 shots for them here in overtime. Maple Leafs did not get one. Off the draw, Cowan with it. Cowan going to bring this one all the way back. Cowan goes down. Cowan is knocked down. Cowan gives it away. A 2-on-0. Detroit scores. They win it in overtime. That should have been a penalty. That is BS. So the Detroit Red Wings win it in overtime as Easton Cowan had the puck and he gets tripped and taken down, and they strip it away. A 2-on-0, and Larkin buries it. How you do not call that is an atrocity. That is disgusting. I want to see a replay. I want to see a replay because Easton Cowan had it. Cowan goes back all by himself, and Cowan has had a bad game today. A lot of turnovers. There's 1/2/. He goes down. So how you do not call this a penalty? I mean, he does, okay, in fairness on the replay, he goes down a little soft. But Easton Cowan, you cannot do that in the National Hockey League. And Jake McCabe gets absolutely walloped as well after the play. Seider feeds this to Larkin, and he buries it, and then Seider just skates right into Jake McCabe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan. How do you do that? Now, Easton Cowan had a real bad game today. He took that penalty in the first period that was really bad. You don't take a holding penalty when you're in the offensive zone when you're going in on the forecheck. He had so many giveaways, so many mishaps tonight. And after what Nick Robertson did in the game that Cowan has played, how you put Cowan in on that situation. And again, he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. He's a young kid. But Cowan had such a bad game. How you put him on in this situation, he brings it all the way back, and you have, the Detroit Red Wings who just take him out. Man, that was bad. Leafs lose in overtime. At least they get a single point. 41 shots for the Red Wings, 31 for Toronto. Leafs go 33 of 65 in the faceoffs, 50.8%. Excuse me. Nobody scored on the power play in this game. Both teams go 0 for 2. 22 hits for Toronto, 15 hits for the Red Wings. 16 block shots for Toronto, 12 for Detroit. Giveaways were 16 apiece. Your goal scorers, it was Scott Laughton, his 7th, 5 minutes into the game, from Yarncroc and Lorentz. Edvinsson tied it up the end of the first period, his 6th from Raymond and Larkin. And it wasn't until Dylan Larkin scored in overtime, his 25th of the year. Man, that was just so bad. That was so bad. How do you do that? How do you do that? I know how you do that. You're a kid, you make mistakes, but man, in overtime, that just hurts. That just hurts. Wow. All right. Well, the Leafs, they got a point. They needed a point. They need more than a point. Kid had a bad game tonight. He certainly did. And listen, we'll have to get better. Dylan Larkin, your number 1 star tonight. Gibson, the number 2 star. And I'll be honest, that really should be flip-flopped. I know Larkin scored the game winner in overtime, but man, Gibson was outstanding. Gibson is the reason the Red Wings won tonight. He was lights out ridiculous. Joseph Woll, star number 3. He was great as well. He played a very, very good game. Can't blame either of those goals on him. Man, it's just, I'm sour now. I'm bothered by that. I'm bothered by that goal, that Easton Cowan goal. What do you do with that? How do you, that needs some coaching, right? That needs some coaching. We know Easton Cowan is a phenomenal hockey player. We know he can do some really good things. Man, but that was just a bad play. That cost him the game. If you're Easton Cowan, I'm sure Easton Cowan feels terrible. I'm sure he feels absolutely terrible right now. But that is just 2 bad plays. Nick Robertson with a really bad shift, and then Cowan there. That's something the Leafs need to work. That's their 8th overtime loss this season. They have 7 overtime wins. That's 8 overtime losses. That makes it very, very difficult. 8 overtime losses. Let's let that sink in. 8 overtime losses. That's 8 points. If they had those 8 points, they would be sitting right behind Tampa Bay. They would be right at top their division. So that makes it real difficult. Man, 8 overtime losses. Buffalo has had 5 overtime losses. The Bruins have only had 2 overtime losses. Philadelphia has had 8. Washington has 8. 2 for Jersey, 3 for Florida, 7 for Ottawa, Columbus, 6 for the Rangers. Colorado has also had 8 overtime losses. Dallas and Minnesota as well, 8 overtime losses. And it's crazy, right? With 56 points. And if we look at this, if we rationalize this a little bit, if we try to feel better about it, when we look at it in a divisional perspective, right? Toronto is 6th in our division with 56 points. 56 points would have them in 4th place in the Metropolitan Division. 56 points would have them in 4th place in the Central Division. 56 points would have them in 3rd place in the Pacific Division. So what has them in 6th in the Atlantic would have them in 4th in the Met, 4th in the Central, or 3rd in the Pacific. Just goes to show you the Atlantic Division right now, the hardest division in hockey. It is absolutely crazy. Very, very unfortunate situations. Let's see. Hey, Casey, what's going on? Loser points can go away forever. Need to go back to the old setup, but no ties. I don't mind. I don't mind the overtime losses or the shootout losses. I don't mind it, and I don't mind the 2-point system over the three-point system. But man, it's tough, right? When the Leafs are in this tough, they're in such a hard spot. How do you improve? How do you come out of that? How do you work through it? Cobb won the game a week ago by cross-checking a guy in the back, get the puck. Yeah, and like, Cowan went down easily. No doubt. But he was slashed kind of from behind, taken off his feet. Did he go yeah, 100% he went down too easily. But that's gotta be a penalty. In overtime, that's just bad. Listen, we can blame it on the referees all day long. The matter of fact is, the Red Wings were outstanding today. Their goaltender, John Gibson, all the credit in the world. John Gibson was incredible today. He was absolutely insane. All right, folks. Marginal, maybe. Yeah, David Boy. Good night, Mega. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here tonight. Not a thing wrong with either play. It was a hockey play. I don't know about that. Our next somewhere. It's... Was it a hockey play? Sure, but slashing is not a hockey play, right? Slashing is not a hockey play. We see that call made a lot. But Cowan went down easy. And you could tell earlier on, right? You could tell earlier on where Matthews was driving in. He got a slash and a stick that tripped him up. No call. He crashed into the goaltender. No goaltender interference call. Listen, bad calls went both ways. If it wouldn't have been a penalty in regulation, don't call it an OT. See, next summer, I disagree with you. A rule is a rule, right? An infraction is an infraction. And I'm going to take this somewhere, and I don't mean to take this somewhere, but I am, because the NHL has a set of rules, right? Our society has a set of laws. The police are supposed to enforce the laws. The referees are supposed to enforce the rules. If the referees don't enforce the rules, or they call it a certain way, or they're managing it, it's the same as the police who are arresting certain groups of people and not arresting other groups of people. So it's a reflection of what's going in society today. And it's disgusting. And I don't want to get political, but you have to make that correlation. So, and I agree with you. Listen, he went down easy, but a penalty is a penalty, and one that costs the game. And like Slayer mentioned, a cross check from behind to take it and go and score. You can't do that. I mean, there are rules, and when the rules are not followed, bad things happen. Listen, it's the same. How do you think the Buffalo Bills feel right now? How do you think the Buffalo Bills ex-coach feels right now, who got fired, where the owner came out and said, we fired him strictly because of the results from that game against Denver, where that was a catch in overtime. It was a catch that was made, ruled an interception, and the referees, because you can't coach challenge in overtime, they did not go to review it. And then the almost identical play happens in the nighttime game, and they review it and say it's not an interception. He was down by contact. So the inconsistency in the trying to manage a game has to change. I don't know how you fix it. I don't. But you can't have a penalty in one situation not be a penalty in another situation. You can't have a call reviewed in one situation and not in the other situation. It's just bad. It's just bad. But I'm trying our next somewhere. What I'm doing is I'm telling you, this is a reflection of society today. It's a reflection of society today, and it's unfortunate. There are rules for a reason, and this was an unbelievable hockey game. This was an absolute phenomenal hockey game. And to have it end that way on a trip, don't like it. But it is the way it is, right? It is the way it is. Yeah, Seb, that's great. I didn't realize the Sportsnet panel were NHL referees. I didn't realize they were NHL referees. But it's all opinion, right? That's what it is. It's all opinions. I think they feel the guy went down easy. He didn't get cross-checked. No. He definitely didn't get cross-checked in this situation. He took a whack on the leg. He took a slash on the leg, which knocked him off balance and went down. That's how, Dion. He took a slash and went down. And I said it. He went down too easy. He went down very, very easy. That I'm agreeing with you. He went down easy. But you take a slash like that and you go down and have the puck taken away from you. It's a bad way. It's a bad way to lose a hockey game. It's a bad way to lose an unbelievable hockey game. Stick lift led to the penalty shot. Should be called. I agree, Casey. And I said that at the time. When the stick came in. I said it to me. That looked like a clean stick lift. When he's holding the stick, I don't have my stick here. When he's holding the stick lift came up and it got him just below the hand, right? He didn't get him on the hands. He lifted the stick low. I thought that was a perfectly clean stick lift. But I'll take it, right? If we give us a penalty shot, not that we did anything with it, we'll take it. Just like Red Wing fans, man, you'll take that all night, right? You'll take that all night. But that should not have been a penalty shot. That should not have been a penalty. That looked like a clean stick lift. Want to fix it? Take away the discretion, then call everything or call nothing. Rower, great call. But here's, we joke, we talk about baseball and how baseball is going to a crazy situation where they're going to go to a lockout to try and implement a salary cap, or we're assuming they're going to try and implement a salary cap. Who knows how messy that's going to be. The NHL is at the same point right now where every single shift you could call multiple penalties. You watch guys in front of the net and all you see is this. Oh, relentless. Every shift, cross-check after cross-check after cross-check. How do you change that behavior, right? That's the problem. And it gets worse in playoffs. It gets way worse in playoffs. Same with it. Yes, Casey, exactly. NBA, what was it? 2 steps, right? You're allowed. You're watching guys, you count them. They're taking 6 steps, 5 steps. This is all because rules are not enforced year after year after year after year. And it doesn't start in the NHL. This is starting in the AHL, the OHL, the minor leagues. The stuff I've seen in, with my boys hockey in that they're going to, the stuff I've seen in a non-hitting league where guys are dipping their shoulder and running guys into the boards and the refs aren't calling it. This starts at a young age where officials just let things go. And that's a problem because now we have this problem where so many calls are being made or not made that should be made. And you have so many just bad calls that are made, right? Ref will let so much go, and then they'll call a ticky-tack penalty that something happens in the neutral zone that means nothing. It makes no sense. And it's infuriating because, again, both teams were amazing today. John Gibson was lights out incredible. John Gibson was phenomenal tonight. And John Gibson's the reason the Red Wings won this game. Penalty shot shouldn't have been a penalty, then you can't call it at the end of the game. But it's 2 different plays. Right? That was a clean stick lift versus slash. Just like the Matthews trip where the slash came in, got him in the leg, and the blade of the stick got under his skate, and he crashes into the goaltender. That, you either call the trip, you either call the goaltender interference, right? Those are 2 legit penalties that could have gone either way, but they don't call anything. And I understand from a referee perspective, they're saying this is a close game. It's going back and forth. We're just going to let everything go. But you'll watch, right? Later on tonight, there's going to be some other games. Is there other games? Yeah. So Pittsburgh, Calgary is on right now. Washington, Vancouver is on right now. You'll see the same play happen in one of those games. It'll be called for a penalty. That's ultimately my beef, is there's no consistency. And if we're, as Road Warriors said, if we're just not going to call anything, why have the rule? That's not what he said, but if you're just going to not call anything, don't call anything. Let's just get rid of the rule. Slashing is legal. Cross-checking is legal. Hooking is legal. Why not? Hey, Hillary, how's it going? Or what's this? Oh, Slayer, they are. And they are 100%. But if you're not going to call anything, just get rid of the rule. It's that simple. If you're going to let a guy stand in front of the net and take 5 cross-checks, get rid of the rule. Cross-checking is only a penalty if you cross-check somebody from behind into the boards. There's a new rule. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I think you can get really hurt if you're cross-checked. You know, we want these guys to have long careers. But if you're not going to call it, let's just append the rule. It's only a cross-check if you're cross-checked into the boards. Tripping is only a penalty if you trip a guy in a scoring opportunity. You know, I hate the fact that our rules today are decided to be called whenever they want to call them. That's all. It's crazy. Speaking of bad calls, anyone see the tripping penalty? I did not see it. Never touched the guy. Oh, yes, I did see it, actually. It's crazy. I mean, that's the other thing, right? We see this all the time with guys getting high-sticked by their own teammate's stick or tripped by their own teammate, and then they call penalty on the other team, and it's like, what just happened? There's got to be a way to get this under control. There's got to be. And listen, am I mad the Leafs lost? Yeah, it's one loss. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is it was such a good game. It was such a good game, and to lose on such a bad play like that, that's what bothers me. This could have been San Jose, Utah, and I would have the same thing to say. I'm mad because it was such a good game, and it ended on a bad play like that. We just see this too much. We just see this too much in any sport. Not basketball, but you see it in hockey. Too many games ending because of a missed call or a no call. Football, too many games ending with a controversial call. We saw in the World Series controversial calls that should have been reviewed or looked at, or just, you know, bad things, missed calls. How many power plays did the Maple Leafs have? You do have to cash it. I think they only had 2. It was only 2. So each team only took 2 penalties tonight. Detroit did not have a penalty the whole first period, which is crazy. There were no penalties called in the third period. There were no penalties called in overtime. These 2 teams went out there and they played hard. They 100% played hard. But you're telling me you didn't see a single thing to call in the third period? No, they put their whistles away. They said it's a 1-1 hockey game. We don't want to be involved in this. And that's very problematic for me. I do not like to see that. If you're going to call a game, call a game. If you're going to call a game, you got to call the game properly. Basketball is the worst with missed calls. Oh, yeah, it really is next somewhere. I don't even know what warrants a call in basketball anymore. I don't. Guys get hacked and whacked. There's no call. And then a guy like touches a jersey and it gets called. I just don't understand what's a call in basketball anymore. It's all sports. And the worst part is we're sitting here end of January. We're getting really close to going into the Olympics. We're going to go into the Olympics where the officials, there it is, Jonathan, we the North. The officials are going to take an oath, and they're going to say, we're going to judge fairly. We're going to call it fairly. We're going to do all this stuff. Oh boy. I don't know, Saba, I don't know what you're talking about. But we're going to the Olympics. And we're going to watch. And we're going to watch same thing happen in hockey. We're going to watch the same thing happen in all of these sports. And there's going to be missed calls. We're going to watch figure skating where we're not going to understand why somebody gets a score that they got. And we're going to be complaining that somebody got a medal they didn't deserve because of a biased judge or whatnot. It's coming. This is the time of year when we're going to get exposed to all of the bad things that happens in the world of officiating. Now, there are some very good officials out there. There are some very good officials. So I don't want to say everybody's a bad official because they're not. Anyways, you've heard me rant and rave long enough. At the end of the day, this was an incredible hockey game. These were very, very good teams. Hey, the Raptors are about to start. Raptors Kings coming up. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna go scratch my head for a little bit and watch some basketball, watch some hockey. Again, coming up on Friday, we are gonna have a live hit from the Scotiabank Arena. We're gonna see what kind of reaction Marner's gonna get as the Vegas Golden Knights return to Toronto. Marner returns to Toronto, and of course Sunday is gonna be a triple header. If you want to be in the mood for bad calls, bring your snacks and drinks on Sunday. We got the Leafs and Avalanche, the Broncos and Patriots, the Seahawks and Rams. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. We're going to join the Football in Progress after the Leaf game. It is going to be a good day on Sunday. So hopefully you'll tune in and have some fun. Great game, guys, but always go Red Wings. Yeah, it was a great game. It was a phenomenal game. I love this game so much. To me, a 2-1 game, a 1-1 game is better than an absolute blowout game. I thought this was such a well-executed game by both teams. Now, you could certainly pick apart issues they had, and we did, but this was a phenomenal, phenomenal game by both teams. All right, saying that, thank you for debating. Thank you for going down this journey with me. I appreciate y'all so much. That's why this community is the best. We can sit and talk. We can sit and debate. We can sit and have a good time. And I appreciate all of you for sticking it out with me and going back and forth. And I really do appreciate it wholeheartedly. Our next somewhere. Thanks so much. I always appreciate the banter. So congrats, Red Wings fans. You guys, you won the game, and that's all that matters. You get the 2 points. We got one, and we need more. Thank you all so much. Have an amazing night. Look forward to seeing you this weekend. Go Leafs, go. I'd say we get them next time, but we're not playing Detroit anymore. So maybe next year, maybe something happens in the playoffs. We'll see. Till next time, friends, have a great night. We'll see you on the flip side. Take care, everybody. Good night, everybody. Take care.